ESPN.com. You're listening to 100.5 ESPN and the ESPN app.
This season, give gifts that are always a win. Island Resort and Casino gift cards, gaming and dining, poolside fun and overnight stays. Gift cards unlock endless island adventures, like championship golf rounds on Sweetgrass and Sage Run, a blissful escape to the Drift Spa, and an unforgettable evening in the Island Showroom. To buy Island Resort and Casino gift cards, stop by the Island Club or call 877-ISL-SHOW now.
Every rally.
Big point goes to Wisconsin.
That was a great rally.
Every block.
Stopped at the net. A great goal of Wisconsin right there.
Every kill.
Sharp cross-court overpass, and there's Carter Booth cleaning up the overpass.
This is Wisconsin Badgers Volleyball on the ESPN Wisconsin app and the Wisconsin Badgers Volleyball Radio Network. Presented by Steinhoffels and Pella Windows and Doors of Wisconsin. Live from the heart of campus at the UW Fieldhouse, the Badgers host the Iowa Hawkeyes.
Good afternoon, everybody, and welcome to Badgers Volleyball on ESPN Wisconsin and the Wisconsin Badgers Volleyball Radio Network. It's senior day for your 10th-ranked Wisconsin Badgers as they hunt for the season sweep over the Iowa Hawkeyes. It's always a special environment at the Fieldhouse, but it's sure to be even more so today for Allie Andrew, Jada Chernelia, Carter Booth, and Mimi Collier, who play their last regular season match at home, looking to finish strong and ride the momentum from Wednesday's sweep over number 11 Purdue. Hello again, folks. My name is Riley Yauk, in for your usual studio anchor Jesse Nelson, Hunter Vaughn, our executive producer behind the glass. We appreciate your patronage. As always, we have the voice of Wisconsin Badgers volleyball, John Arias, and the Hall of Famer Pete Waite, live from the Fieldhouse. Hope you're doing well, gentlemen. Pete, I'm going to start with you. You've been a part of many senior nights as a coach. What were those emotions like for you, seeing the seniors being honored as they will be today? And how much does this mean to these players?
Well, it means a lot, that's for sure. I mean, you think about their journey. You look at each one, and each one has a different path to where they got to be a Badger. And to be at this point in the Fieldhouse, it's tough on senior day, but knowing that they're going to be in the postseason play, then doesn't hurt as much. Where there's some teams who have senior day and they're done. That is the last time they will play, so it's a little more emotional. So these kids, I think they're going to be really focused today, and they'll get after it.
And it can be emotional, too, if you have a ceremony before the match, as opposed to sometimes it matters where that timing is. Wisconsin will have it after the match.
Yeah, exactly. I think they've changed that, and I think they do a nice job after the match, and they can just focus on that. First focus on the game, later on focus on the seniors.
Yeah, and speaking of that focus and being dialed in, John, pivoting to you here. Coach Kelly Sheffield in his press conference this week said that this was a much improved Iowa squad from the last time the Badgers saw them all the way back in September. What area, in your mind, have they improved the most?
Well, one thing that I think is interesting about Iowa, Riley, is, and Pete and I we'll talk about this in a little bit later on in this pregame show, but they've had a lot of five-set matches, so that can also determine, how you view a team. Like, what type of team are they? Their wins and losses pile up or don't pile up. Iowa's 4-9 in five-set matches. So that's something I think where, Pete brought up the point, like, if they win a couple of those matches, all of a sudden things change and you view Iowa even more differently. But, I think Iowa, just like most teams, have just gotten better as the season goes along. Or at least that's what you hope for most teams, is that, you get more playing time, you get more comfortable. And even though the wins and losses may not be, or the wins may not be where you want, you still can improve that way.
All right. Finally, Charlie Furbringer, reigning Big Ten Setter of the Week yet again. How massive is it to have her back these final few matches of the regular season and sort of get her rhythm back, get her in the fold before the postseason?
I think it's huge. This will be the 13th match this season that the Badgers starting lineup will have been playing together in a match, right? Because of the injuries with Grace Egan and with Charlie Furbringer, and to give them just enough, reps together heading into the postseason, I think is vital.
Yeah, Eddie Horner did a great job stepping in while Charlie was out, but there is just a difference, a visible difference with Charlie, and just her presence on the court, her accuracy, her tempo, her pace, how she connects with the middles. Everything was just another little notch up, which made the hitters approach with even more confidence every time they came to the net.
Amazing. Thank you, guys. Have a fantastic call in just under a half hour.
Thanks, Riley.
Thanks, Riley.
That was the voice of Wisconsin Badgers volleyball, John Arias, and the Hall of Famer, Pete Waite. The Badgers looking to build off their massive sweep of number 11 Purdue from Wednesday, finish this home slate strong, and separate themselves from the other contenders heading into the postseason. We're going to step aside. When we return, we will have John Arias talking with assistant coach for the Wisconsin Badgers, Gary Waite. This is Wisconsin Badgers Volleyball on the Wisconsin Badgers Volleyball Radio Network.
When it comes to your career, most companies want you to be interested in them. At Northwestern Mutual, their mutual interest is you. That's why they listen to your career goals, plan the steps to get there, and work side by side all along the way. To learn more about career opportunities, search for Northwestern Mutual Southern Wisconsin online or call 608-836-3080. That's 608-836-3080. The Northwestern Mutual Life Insurance Company, Milwaukee, Wisconsin.
ESPN Madison is your home for Wisconsin Badgers volleyball.
Back to the Badgers, right side. There's Alicia Andrew finishing the first set on the slide.
From early season showdowns to a run for the national title, hear every match this season on 100.5 ESPN and the ESPN Wisconsin app.
Left side, Collier, a no-doubter, and she gets another one.
Wisconsin Badgers volleyball on ESPN Madison is presented by Steinhoffels and Pella Windows and Doors of Wisconsin. Also brought to you by Love Madison and Smith Roofing.
Time out on the field. Let's bring in Gina Della from Pella. What's the winning game plan this month?
Wayne, a whole house of new windows for as low as $297 a month with 0% interest for up to 60 months.
Wow, that's a drive you can sustain for years. No penalties, no extra interest.
And unlike opponents, Pella Windows and Doors of Wisconsin actually stops the drafts.
Don't sit on the sidelines, folks. Make your move today at PellaWI.com.
Certain restrictions apply. It's 130.25.
Pro Volleyball is back in Madison. The 2026 Love Madison schedule is here. Setter of the Year Lauren Carlini and hometown favorite Claire Chaussee return to the court, ready to lead a powerhouse lineup of world-class talent. Get ready for non-stop action. Every serve, every volley, and every win, right here in Madison. Don't miss your chance to be a part of the unforgettable moments all season long. Visit lovb.com to check out the full schedule and secure your seats today. Volleyball is the next major league.
You're listening to Wisconsin Badgers volleyball on 100.5 ESPN and the ESPN Wisconsin app. Brought to you by Goodman's Jewelers.
Senior day at the Fieldhouse, the 10th-ranked Badgers battling Iowa. Earlier today, John Arias had the opportunity to sit down with Wisconsin Badgers assistant coach Gary Waite. Here's what they had to say.
What'd you like the most about your team's response on Wednesday in a really big win against Purdue?
Overall, I thought we did a really good job of just executing the game plan that we had, kind of having an idea of what we wanted to do, where we wanted to serve, how we wanted to adapt as a defense, kind of manipulating through that space, and then being down early and making a good comeback in set one and finding our rhythms for set 2 and 3. You know, playing Purdue, they're never out of it at any moment. Whether they're up 2-0 or down 2-0, they're going to fight, and that was the message in between 2 and 3 is, hey, they're going to come out swinging. Let's be the first to 5, be aggressive in the first few moments, kind of put this game away early if we could.
It is senior day. It is Iowa and Wisconsin today, but it is senior day. When you have a moment to reflect on these seniors, what do you think of? What comes first to mind when you think about these 4 seniors?
You know, it's one of the things you're hoping to get out of the when you've got upperclassmen. It's just the maturity of being able to say how you operate throughout a season. And each of them have had a different experience with our program. And you talk, Carter's been here for 3 years, Mimi in her first, Allie in her first, Jada in her first. You know, there's a lot of it where they're trying to find their way, but we was able to lean on them in relation to kind of the leadership capabilities. I thought Jada being able to talk about what it means to be a Badger. I mean, the fans, I think, truly appreciate seeing mom, dad, brother, all that are Badgers and being a part of that system. Mimi of being able to show the strength of being out there on the court and being able to execute at what she does at a high level. Allie, the quality human being she is and the calmness she brings to our team in the court and just being able to execute from that. And Carter just being about exceptionalism when she's playing. how could she do things better? And over 3 years, she's been doing a great job of that. Each year, you've seen these little staggered pieces of improvement, and she's still finding ways to become the best player that she can be.
Thanks, Gary.
Thanks, Sean.
That was John Arias and assistant coach for the Badgers, Gary Waite. You heard him mention Carter Booth there at the end and her exceptionalism, that desire to get better each and every day. So, no better time to talk about our Pella Windows and Doors of Wisconsin block counter. Carter Booth leads the team with a commanding 105 blocks. Allie Andrew is in second with 95. And Mimi Collier, what can't she do, folks? She's in a distant third place with 58. The team has 217 and a half blocks. Blocks are brought to you by Pella Windows and Doors of Wisconsin. Block out the cold air this fall and winter with Pella. Visit PellaWI.com today and take advantage of 0% interest for 60 months. Now it's time to get into our trivia question for today. They say keep your friends close, keep your enemies closer. Well, on the Badgers Senior Day, our trivia question will be about an Iowa senior, Claire Amaral. She's been having a very good season for the Hawkeyes and actually came into their tilt with Nebraska, tied for the Big Ten lead with 1,065 assists. She is also from right here in Madison, Wisconsin. So our trivia question for you today, which Madison Metropolitan School District High School did she attend? This is Iowa setter Claire Amaral. Did she attend Vel Phillips Memorial, Madison West, Madison East, or Robert M. La Follette High School? We'll have the answer for you after this. You're listening to the Wisconsin Badgers Volleyball Radio Network.
Every event tells a story, from the first impression to the final moments. Have someone guide your guests through every chapter the way you want the story told. Hi, it's Jeffrey from Celebrations Entertainment. With a strong presence, great voices, and an award-winning team, trust us to guide, direct, and inform your guests through all the different chapters of the day. For fun, memorable entertainment for any event, please visit us at celebrationsentertainment.com. That's celebrationsentertainment.com.
What's better than the sound of Wisconsin Badgers volleyball smoking their opponents? That's savoring every win with North and South Seafood and Smokehouse. As a truly American restaurant located right here in Madison, North and South specializes in authentic wood-fired barbecue and freshly prepared seafood. Enjoy at any of their 3 locations, Madison, Verona, or DeForest, or serve the winning meal at home or in the office with their takeout and catering options. Explore the full menu at eatnorthandsouth.com. That's eatnorthandsouth.com.
'Tis the season to be planning your holiday events. Whether it's a party for 10 or 10,000, Celebrations has the sound, video, lighting, special effects, and custom-themed decor to make it the best party ever. Hi, it's Jeffrey from Celebrations Entertainment. With us on your team, your holiday or New Year's party will be easy to plan and super fun to attend. DJs, casino games, lighting, and photo booths are just the beginning at celebrationsentertainment.com. That's celebrationsentertainment.com.
It takes a team to meet just about any goal, and that's as true on the football field as it is in the office. So it's good to know that you have the Gordon Flesch Company on your side. For more than 60 years, GFC has provided cutting-edge office technology for companies of all sizes, and as the nation's largest Canon dealer, GFC delivers the latest office technology, service, and is supported by the most experienced professionals in the industry. That's business technology managed. Visit gflesh.com to learn more.
You're listening to Wisconsin Badgers Volleyball on 100.5 ESPN and the ESPN Wisconsin app. Brought to you by Love Madison.
Last regular season game at the Fieldhouse for number 10 Wisconsin as they await the Iowa Hawkeyes. And our trivia question for you today was about an Iowa senior, their senior setter, Claire Amaral. Which Madison Metropolitan School District High School did she attend? Our executive producer, Hunter Vaughn, guessed Madison West. The correct answer is Robert M. La Follette High School. Shout out to all our Lancers listening out there. We appreciate it. Claire Amaral, a La Follette Lancer, now in Iowa Hawkeye. Now let's take a look at our Ace Tracker, brought to you by Steinhoffels. Relax, it's Steinhoffels. Grace Egan leads the Badgers with 21. Natalie Warlow is in second with 19. Mimi Collier is in third with 18. And Una Vajic and Addie Horner are tied for fourth with 17 apiece. The team as a whole has 124 service aces on the season. That was your Ace Tracker. Relax, it's Steinhoffels and that woman in third place, Mimi Collier. Now we're going to see who's cooking. Brought to you by North and South Seafood and Smokehouse, and she has just been cooking all season long. You can't say enough about her. She has been absolutely stellar since she transferred to Wisconsin this year. And here are just a few of the stats of recent to illustrate her greatness here. For the fourth time this season, she is the reigning Big Ten Player of the Week. Who knows? It could be 5. She has another on-par performance here today at the Fieldhouse. She has reached double-digit kills in every match but one this season. She leads the Badgers with 428 kills, and you got this stat if you watch John Arias' walk and talk on social media. That's good for 5th all-time in Badgers history. Sarah Franklin has the school record with 535, which she set last year. But with 11 kills today, Mimi Collier would surpass Dana Retke and take over 4th place on the all-time leaderboard for the Badgers. She is just a sight to behold playing the game of volleyball, that is for sure. She's averaging 5.36 kills per set, which is good for 3rd best in the country. Mimi Collier is certainly cooking right now for the Badgers. And that was Who's Cooking, presented by North and South Seafood and Smokehouse. North and South has 3 locations in Madison, Verona, and DeForest, and their mission is to provide the best seafood and wood-fired barbecue in the Madison area. Hey, take it from me, both are absolutely fantastic. I'm partial to the shrimp. Can't recommend it enough. But make sure to head out to one of their locations today, North and South Seafood and Smokehouse, proud partner of Wisconsin Badgers Volleyball. We hear from the head coach, Kelly Sheffield, next. This is the Wisconsin Badgers Volleyball Radio Network.
Matt LePay for Steinhoffels. Steinhoffels is a proud partner of Wisconsin Athletics. Since 1934, Steinhoffels has been Wisconsin's furniture and mattress destination for quality, selection, and service. For over 90 years, Steinhoffels has helped Wisconsinites create the homes of their dreams and is 100% employee-owned. Steinhoffels has the largest selection of all the latest styles and all the best mattress brands. You'll find something for every style and every budget. Shop in-store or online at steinhoffels.com. Relax, it's Steinhoffels.
Volleyball fans know value, and at Wisconsin Surplus Online Auction, we deliver value all over the court every single day. From trucks to trailers, antiques to assets, we can help you buy and sell your items. Plus, it's all online and hassle-free. We're family-owned, reliable, and trusted because our team at Wisconsin Surplus Online Auction is dedicated to ensuring our customers rally and win big every time. Get off the bench and set yourself up for success. Visit WisconsinSurplus.com to bid, buy, sell today. That's WisconsinSurplus.com.
The holidays bring sparkle and light to the season. The same way Goodman's Jewelers has been bringing the sparkle with our custom pieces since 1933. Generations have relied on our trust, service, and selection. This holiday, shop local. Shop Goodman's Jewelers in the heart of Madison, touching hearts with Goodman's sparkle and light. 220 State Street. Find our extended holiday hours at goodmansjewelers.com.
The best is at Goodman's.
Badgers volleyball insights straight from the man on the sidelines.
There'll be aspects of what we're doing offensively that our teams have not done before.
Tune into the Kelly Sheffield Show on ESPN Madison, presented by North and South Seafood and Smokehouse.
The hardest ticket in town is for the volleyball match in the Fieldhouse. I mean, that's really hard.
It's the Kelly Sheffield Show with Badgers volleyball head coach Kelly Sheffield and host John Arias on 100.5 ESPN and the ESPN Wisconsin app. You're listening to Wisconsin Badgers Volleyball on 100.5 ESPN and the ESPN Wisconsin app. Brought to you by North and South Seafood and Smokehouse.
Badgers head coach Kelly Sheffield has said this is one of the most fun teams he has had the opportunity to coach. It's certainly one of the most fun I've had the opportunity to watch. We shall see what he has to say about this team and these seniors ahead of today's match. Here's John Arias with the coach.
Would you consider that a statement win on Wednesday against Purdue?
Yeah, absolutely. It was a butt kicking. After the first half, the first set, I thought we turned it on, played at a very high level. They gave us a lot of points as well, and but yeah, I thought it was a real solid to continue to build momentum towards the end of the season type of win for us.
Yeah. There's a balanced offense, too, against Purdue, but you said that that's not always the goal with your offense. But why was this match, I guess, more balanced than others?
I think the numbers that, Carter came out, we were feeding her a lot. And, and then Charlie really got Allie going the later part of that. And, Purdue defends the backcourt attack really well, so we weren't going the backcourt very much. It was staying at the net a lot, and you kind of look at it. We had really good balance between the left third of the court, the middle third, and the right third of the court. Sometimes when we're trying to have some type of balance in those thirds, a lot of times the back row takes a big portion of the middle third. Where this match, a lot more of the percentage of that middle third of the court was going to the front row.
How would you describe the passing from this team this season, especially when it gets to the red zone?
We've been a great passing team in the red zone. I think that's I think they've earned the right to be confident in those moments. I think the other thing that we've seen massive growth is their ability to communicate with each other in balls that are in the seams, and we were not good at that early on in the year. And it wasn't that we weren't able to pass; it was just lack of somebody taking control of certain balls and just knowing who's got what seam, the short seam, the deep seam, and depending on the servers coming from the 1 or the 6 or the 5. Those are things that you just got to work through, and then you've got to demand that there's clarity and certainty in how they're communicating, and we're doing that at a better level. And when your confidence is that high, you're on the right to be confident in the red zone.
Does that communication, happen moments before serve? When does that occur, I guess?
Part of his game planned, as you're getting information on your opponent and processing that, and then there's a communication that's happening prior of what is the server's tendency and what are they trying to do and understanding what they're trying to do to disrupt, and then there's a clarity and communication before when the ball's in flight, it's on its way, and then you've got to have the technique and the footwork to be able to execute what you want to do, and so all of those are just happening just day-to-day work that they're putting in.
Final question for you. It is senior day. What can you say about the crop of seniors that you have this season?
They've added so much. 3 of them are brand new this year. They bought in. Carter has been here for 3 years. But they've really come together as a unit, and that happened very, very early, and then their ability to just buy in and be connected with the coaching staff and help lead this group. That's easier said than done with people that have spent most of their career elsewhere to come over here and have this kind of impact and this type of buy-in and this type of maturity to kind of help everybody move forward. It's been they haven't been here very long, but it's been a really, really important class, especially after losing so many older experienced players from last year. The bridge that these guys did for these younger people will never be forgotten.
All right, well, best of luck today.
Thanks, John.
That was future UW Athletic Hall of Famer, Badgers head coach Kelly Sheffield. Really cool to hear about the buy-in from these seniors as they conclude the regular season home slate today against the Iowa Hawkeyes. Let's pause 10 seconds for station identification. You're listening to the Wisconsin Badgers Volleyball Radio Network.
Hey, this is former Badger Brad Norton.
It's a fake. Great call and great execution.
You're listening to a Good Karma Brands radio station, 100.5 ESPN, WTLX, Monona, Madison.
Number 10, Wisconsin taking on Iowa today. The Badgers coming into this match 21-4, 14-3 in the Big Ten, 12-3 at the Fieldhouse. Iowa heads to town. They're just below 500 at 14-15, 5-12 in conference play. They're coming off a 3-set sweep at the hands of Nebraska, but no shame there. It's Nebraska. It's only the 4th time the Hawkeyes have been swept this year, and one of those times was courtesy of the Badgers at Extreme Arena back on September 28th. Really looking forward to this Senior Day match today at the UW Fieldhouse. Now we send it out to the UW Fieldhouse. What to watch on Senior Day with John Arias and Pete Waite is next. Enjoy, folks. You're listening to the Wisconsin Badgers Volleyball Radio Network.
Time out on the field. Let's bring in Gina Della from Pella. What's the winning game plan this month?
Wayne, a whole house of new windows for as low as $297 a month with 0% interest for up to 60 months.
Wow, that's a drive you can sustain for years. No penalties, no extra interest.
And unlike opponents, Pella Windows and Doors of Wisconsin actually stops the drafts.
Don't sit on the sidelines, folks. Make your move today at PellaWI.com.
Service restrictions apply and 130.25.
Skilled trade workers are the backbone of every community and also the Army National Guard. Soldiers trained to keep the power flowing, engines running, and in every other trade needed to accomplish the mission. These soldiers are on the fast track to learning skills that can set them up for success at home with companies looking to hire the best. Their resumes are being built through their paid training and part-time service. Find out how you too can learn a trade profession by visiting NationalGuard.com. Sponsored by the Wisconsin Army National Guard. Aired by the Wisconsin Broadcasters Association and this station.
It takes a team to meet just about any goal, and that's as true on the football field as it is in the office. So it's good to know that you have the Gordon Flesch Company on your side. For more than 60 years, GFC has provided cutting-edge office technology for companies of all sizes, and as the nation's largest Canon dealer, GFC delivers the latest office technology, service, and is supported by the most experienced professionals in the industry. That's business technology managed. Visit gflesh.com to learn more.
ESPN Madison is your home for Wisconsin Badgers volleyball.
Back to the Badgers right side. There's Alicia Andrew finishing the first set on the slide.
From early season showdowns to a run for the national title. Hear every match this season on 100.5 ESPN and the ESPN Wisconsin app.
Left side, Collier, a no-doubter, and she gets another one.
Wisconsin Badgers volleyball on ESPN Madison is presented by Steinhoffels and Pella Windows and Doors of Wisconsin. Also brought to you by Northwestern Mutual of Southern Wisconsin. You're listening to Wisconsin Badgers Volleyball on 100.5 ESPN and the ESPN Wisconsin app. Brought to you by the Gordon Flesch Company.
And welcome back to the UW Fieldhouse. John Arias and Pete Waite with you from Madison, Wisconsin. It's Senior Day today for the Badgers. 10th ranked Wisconsin hosts Iowa. It'll be the second matchup against the Hawkeyes this season, Pete. For the Badgers, they swept them earlier in Iowa City this season.
Yeah, and Iowa's a much improved team and program. Coach Jim Barnes has done a great job taking it up. For Iowa's really at the bottom of the conference and way down at the bottom for a long, long time, decades I'm talking about. But he's really brought them up, but it's still been tough because right now they're at a point where they've been playing 13 5-set matches, and they've only won 4 of those this year. So if he had won 2-3 more of those, suddenly they're on fire and they've taken off, and they're a team to be reckoned with. But there's still some really good athletes. There's a couple Wisconsin kids on the roster, so they're still here to play.
Yeah, if there's like 6 and 7, all of a sudden they're above 500, a couple more Big Ten wins. Yeah, it's amazing how those just go one way or the other. For Wisconsin, 4 seniors on this year's Badgers team. Anything special seniors need to think about on their last home regular season match?
Probably to not think too much, because there's a lot of emotion involved. You know, a lot of them, some have been here more years than others, but even if they've been here 1 year, a lot has gone into this, their families, the decisions to be here, and they don't want to get caught up in that. They can think about that after the match when the ceremony takes place, but for now, they're just here to play.
By the way, we'll carry part of that ceremony for you here on the Wisconsin Badgers Volleyball Radio Network. Meanwhile, Mimi Collier, keep an eye on her today. 11 kills away from 1,900 in her career. Also 11 kills from surpassing Dana Redke for 4th all-time. Most kills in a single season in 25-point rallies scoring. And Carter Booth is, just a note, 23 blocks away from 600 in her illustrious career. All right, keep it right here. When we come back, we'll have the starting lineups and the first serve between Wisconsin and Iowa. That's next on the Wisconsin Badgers Volleyball Radio Network.
To those who've ever dreamt of their perfect event, those dreams are worthy and they are possible. Hi, it's Jeffrey from Celebrations Entertainment. With hard work, passion, and great music, we will make your event dreams a reality. Every event is a labor of love with one-on-one planning, customization, and flawless execution. Bringing your event to life is what we do. For a fun, memorable event, visit celebrationsentertainment.com. That's celebrationsentertainment.com.
Matt LePay for Steinhoffels. Steinhoffels is a proud partner of Wisconsin Athletics. Since 1934, Steinhoffels has been Wisconsin's furniture and mattress destination for quality, selection, and service. For over 90 years, Steinhoffels has helped Wisconsinites create the homes of their dreams and is 100% employee-owned. Steinhoffels has the largest selection of all the latest styles and all the best mattress brands. You'll find something for every style and every budget. Shop in-store or online at steinhoffels.com. Relax, it's Steinhoffels.
Time out on the field. Let's bring in Gina Della from Pella. What's the winning game plan this month?
Wayne, a whole house of new windows for as low as $297 a month with 0% interest for up to 60 months.
Wow, that's a drive you can sustain for years. No penalties, no extra interest.
And unlike opponents, Pella Windows and Doors of Wisconsin actually stops the drafts.
Don't sit on the sidelines, folks. Make your move today at PellaWI.com.
Certain restrictions apply. It's 1130.25.
What's better than the sound of Wisconsin Badgers volleyball smoking their opponents? That's savoring every win with North and South Seafood and Smokehouse. As a truly American restaurant located right here in Madison, North and South specializes in authentic wood-fired barbecue and freshly prepared seafood. Enjoy any of their 3 locations, Madison, Verona, or DeForest, or serve the winning meal at home or in the office with their takeout and catering options. Explore the full menu at eatnorthandsouth.com. That's eatnorthandsouth.com.
The first set of Wisconsin Badgers volleyball on ESPN Madison is brought to you by Northwestern Mutual of Southern Wisconsin. A better way to money starts here.
And back in Madison, Wisconsin, John Arias and Pete Waite with you. 10th ranked Wisconsin hosts the Iowa Hawkeyes on Senior Day at the field house today, and head coach Kelly Sheffield is currently handing out some flowers to the Iowa Hawkeyes seniors as they're being recognized here before the crowd in Madison. It is time for the starting lineups. Let's start first with the Badgers, 21-4 this season. They're 14-3 in the Big Ten under 13th year coach Kelly Sheffield, and here is Wisconsin's starting lineup.
Number 1, Una Vajagic, outside hitter from Novi Sad, Serbia. Go Badgers.
Number 32, Grace Egan, outside. Go Badgers.
Number 17, Alicia Andrew, middle blocker from Ridgefield, Washington.
Number 7, Kristen Simon, libero from Louisville, Kentucky. Go Badgers.
Number 15, Mimi Collier, outside hitter from Lincoln, California.
Number 52, Carter Booth, middle blocker, Denver, Colorado. Love sushi.
Charlie Furbringer, number 24, Maricosta High School.
There you go, the starting lineup for the Wisconsin Badgers as the UW looks for the season sweep of the Iowa Hawkeyes. Now let's take a look at the Hawkeyes starting lineup under Coach Jim Barnes in his 4th season. They're 14-15 overall this year, 5-12 in Big Ten play. Claire Amaral is a 6'2 senior setter from Madison, Wisconsin, played at La Follette High School. Also getting the start, Charday Van Sant, a transfer from Chattanooga, over 3 kills per set this season for the Hawkeyes. Hannah Whittingstall is a 6'2 middle blocker and a junior, hitting .352 this season. Carmel Vares, an outside freshman at 6'3" from Estonia, 2.6 kills per set. 5'9" junior DS from Germany, Greta Schliester, averaging just over a dig per set. And then in the middle, a sophomore at 6'3", Alexandra Stojanovic, at hitting .360 this year, leads the team in hitting percentage. And the libero is Milana Moisio, a 5'7" senior. She leads the Big Ten in total digs this season. Of course, you know, a lot of that when you're leading in digs is you're playing a lot, and Iowa's played a lot of sets. And, you know, we talked about this just a few moments ago, Pete, but the 5-set matches that the Hawkeyes have played in, there's been 13 of them this season. They've won 4.
Yeah, so they've played more matches than any team in the country, and so some of their players are way high in some of the statistical categories because they've played so many sets, more than other people. But Coach Jim Barnes doesn't always think that's a great thing because they haven't been winning all those, or a majority of those 5-game sets. But they're still here to play. You know, there was a while where they had their senior middle blocker out for a few weeks with a concussion. She's back and healthy. She just got okayed a couple of days ago. So they feel like they're ready to play. They know it's a tough environment, but they're here to play hard and get after the Badgers.
The regular season winding down for the Badgers. This is the final home match of 2025. Couple on the road, and then, Pete, the NCAA tournament starts. But it is senior day. The seniors will be recognized following the match today. But even though there will be more volleyball here in this venue, it's still probably a little emotional for some of the seniors.
It is. I think at first they see the pictures because they've been flashing them up on the big screen, some of them when they're young kids and some of them together when one is a little older than the other. One's tiny, one's big. I mean, it's kind of fun to watch, but then they got to click it into gear and really focus on the game, and they don't have any problem doing that because they've got a team of Iowa Hawkeyes on the other side of the net ready to ruin their day, and they don't want their day ruined when it's senior day.
Yeah, absolutely. So the two teams just being introduced to the fans right now. And a couple of things we're going to keep our eyes on, specifically with Mimi Collier here today. Collier, the 6'3 senior, the Big Ten Player of the Week, over 5.3 kills per set coming into this weekend. She was number 2 in the Big Ten, but she is 11 kills away, Pete, from reaching 19 in her college career. And also, if she contributes with 11 kills today, she would surpass Dana Redke for 4th in a single season for most kills under 25-point rally scoring, as she's still trying to track down the 535 by Sarah Franklin, the school record.
We have been very lucky to have her here to watch her play. Phenomenal passer, attacker, and blockers. A lot of people don't realize that, but man, she's put up some monster blocks this year and just really helped the entire team play with a lot of confidence because they know she's on the court with them.
It's funny, I was talking to her last week about her blocking, and she said she doesn't know exactly what clicked, but she said something clicked last season. She doesn't know if it was a phrase someone told her or something like that. But all of a sudden, her blocking just improved dramatically.
Yeah, once you get it, it's one of the best parts of the game. And we often ask the players, what's your favorite part? And they'll say, stuffing somebody because they're giving me their best shot and I put it right back down. It's a great feeling. She loves it. But she's so good in so many aspects of the game. It really helps the Badgers out.
5.28 kills per set this season for Collier. And here we go. We are underway on senior day at the Fieldhouse. Una Vajagic serves it left to right at the Hawkeyes. Amaral setting to the right side. A swing block touch by the Badgers. Wisconsin throws it over to Collier on the left side. The tip up and over the block is played by the Hawks to the right side. And there's a block by Wisconsin, played by Iowa, sent over free ball to Bucky. Furbringer runs the slide to Andrew, cross court. Hawkeyes stop it again. Amaral setting near side Van Sant with the left-hand tip by Iowa. Here comes Wisconsin after they get underneath it, and there is a block by the Hawkeyes on the near side of the court as Alicia Andrew tips into the Iowa block.
Yeah, really nice long rally on both sides of the net, but that last one, Charlie tried to set a backslide to Alicia, and she just didn't have her steps correct, so she wasn't off the ground much. She could barely get it to the net, and Hawkeyes blocked her.
Stojanovic over with the right hand, handled by Una. Sideline to sideline bump set. Furbringer sends it over to Collier, who goes deep and in, and Mimi Collier makes it 1-1.
So it's called bettering the ball, what Charlie did. The pass was shanked over to the right side sideline. Charlie walks out 10-foot line, bump sets it to the outside. Perfect height, perfect distance, perfect off the net. Collier gets a kill, side out. Instead of trouble, they get a side out of that because of Charlie.
Collier hitting .321 this season at the left side position for the Badgers. Here's Wardlow, zips it in back row, out of system Iowa. Bumps that over to the right side. Roll shot handled by the Badgers. That was Vares. Wisconsin high set up left side. There's Mimi Collier looking for the touch, and she gets it. And the Badgers lead it 2-1 here in the first set against Iowa.
Yeah, nice big swing on the outside by Collier. Just found the outside blocker off the top of the hands and deep out of bounds.
So Collier now has 2 kills, 3 swings for Wisconsin. And the Badgers lead it 2-1 with Wardlow behind the service line. Iowa awaiting this serve from the Badgers freshman. It goes back row, perfect pass to Amaral. Right side, a stutter step, tipped over by Vares. Badgers pick it up to the left. Big slam there by Collier, and it's kept alive by the defense of Schleister. Left side, Van Sant denied by the Badgers. Schleister makes another great save at the end line. And a backwards bump, free ball to Wisconsin. Furbringer, high set up left side, coming in and hitting that one hard cross court for the kill is Collier, and Collier's on point here in the first.
It's all about getting the opponent on their heels, and Iowa had to give the Badgers a free ball. Una passed a great one, and then Booth goes around behind with a fake and draws the middle blocker, and that's a 1-on-1 for Collier on the outside.
It's a 3-1 score in favor of Wisconsin. Wardlow deep and out of bounds, deep past zone 6. Past the end line, 3-2, point Iowa.
You knew that pretty much right out of her hands. You could tell that baby's sailing.
Service error from Wisconsin. Sends the Hawkeyes back behind the service line. And Wisconsin awaiting this serve from Marquardt, who leads the team with 34 service aces this year. She'll serve at Una. Pass finds Furbringer. Inside set, ripped by Collier is good. Amy Collier off the defensive platform of Schleister in the back row, and it's 4-2.
So looking at the stat line for the Badgers offensively, it's Collier 4 times, no errors, nobody else. Well, actually, Allie Andrew did have the one and made an error on it, but no other kills of any of the Badgers.
A game removed, I should say, short serve by Furbringer, where everybody was so balanced offensively. Van Sant goes down the line and out of bounds. Hitting error, Iowa. Wisconsin leads by 3.
Yeah, she just missed that wide left trying to go past Egan, but nice job by Charlie holding the line and letting it go.
Here's Furbringer behind the service line with 12 aces this season for the Badgers sophomore setter. She'll serve to the right front, handled by the Hawks. Right side attack, stopped by Wisconsin. That was Whittingstall, who now delivers a deep free ball to Simon. Furbringer, quick set to the middle, and flying in is Carter Booth, banging it off the block. Booth out of nowhere shows up, and it's 6-2.
Yeah, nice free ball pass by Simon there. And Charlie actually got pushed backwards a little bit, so she's fading backwards, just really shot it fast and high to Booth, and she was up against 2 blockers and banged it off the block into the left.
Carter Booth, almost 2 kills per set this season for the Badgers. She's got an attack percentage at .429 this year. Van Sant left side. Off the platform of Weigich. Can Simon track it down past the end line? She can. Furbringer delivers a free ball back to Iowa. Fans loving the defense from Wisconsin. Whittingstall slams one. Furbringer keeps it alive. To the left side, there's Collier. It's off the defense of the Iowa Hawkeyes, and they save it past the end line and then set over on a back set by Amaral. Fans wanted a double. Right side, Egan gets shut down. A block by Whittingstall and Van Sant for the Hawkeyes. Big rally, nice defensive plays on both sides, but Iowa gets the point.
Yeah, Simon with a great athletic chase down there, probably 25 feet past the end line, and she got it back. Badgers got over the net, but in the end it was Iowa who got the big block on the Badgers.
Here is a 6-3 Badgers lead. Here's Van Sant serving. The grad student goes at Una. Great pass, the middle attack by Booth is stopped, and all of a sudden the Hawkeyes, who average 2.2 blocks per set, picking up their net defense against Wisconsin.
That's the thing about the Hawkeyes. They could get down some, whether in points for one set or in another set they lose. They're just bouncing right back. They're used to playing a lot of games and it's playing pretty steady.
Van Sant rips one at Weigich. Tight pass to the left pin. Some hang time for Grace Egan as she gets the kill from the left pin for Wisconsin. That's the Badgers redshirt sophomore transfer from Ohio State.
Yeah, nice tool off the top of the block that time by Egan.
Egan almost hitting .270 this season for the Badgers from that position, 2.3 kills per set. Here's Collier serving down the right sideline of Iowa. Amaral sets up the pipe. That's Van Sant. Collier kept it alive. Saved by Furbringer near side. And now a free ball over to the Hawkeyes. Amaral runs the slide. Whittingstall waiting for it on the right back is Furbringer. Bump set Simon to the right side. There's Egan turning on the one, and she got it off Moisio. Grace Egan powers one through the defense, and it's 8-4.
Yeah, nice deflection block slowdown by Booth that time, going to her left and blocking the right side just so the Badgers could play it up more easily. Charlie got the nice dig there, and then nice swing by Egan on the right side.
So here's Collier behind the service line for the UW, and that one's out of bounds. Toward that right back corner, too far from Collier with the serve. 36th service error this season for Mimi. She does have 18 aces, and now Whittingstall, the middle blocker, 6'2 junior, will serve for Iowa. Deep zone 6, pass by Simon to the left pin. There's a reach by Weigich, forces an overdig right back to Furbringer. Bump set to the right side, flying in. A slam by Egan's played off the net, and then it falls to the floor. So Grace Egan able to record her 3rd kill, and Wisconsin leads Iowa in the opening set. It's 9-5.
It sure is nice to see Egan back off the injury, and she's just playing with such confidence out there, and that's just, you know, now that they can have hitters at both pins who are really experienced, and Quest did a good job when she was in the game, but the speed of her arm is just amazing.
Simon serve. Iowa back row attack. Line drive dig up to Andrew, deflects it over on the 2-ball. Now Iowa from the left side, and that's Warden ricocheting off the Badgers block on the near side for the kill. That's the 5'11 redshirt sophomore for Iowa. She pulls her team to within 3.
Yeah, 5'11 with a huge jump and a fast arm. I mean, she gets up big. She came from Chattanooga. She transferred in from Chattanooga.
So now here's the Hawkeyes Amaral. She played High school volleyball, Madison the Follett here in town. Back row, Collier, yes. Collier just knocks one to the back row. A big, big right hand from Collier, and it's 10-6.
Yeah, to the back row from the back row. Nice swing on the pipe, just kind of wrist away around the double block that was up there in front of her.
So here's Grace Egan. The serve from zone 1 for the Badgers. Right hand, floats it to the back row, middle back at Iowa. Great pass, middle attack. Stojanovic got it. Stojanovic crunches one to the right back of Wisconsin and in. It's 10-7.
Yeah, Amaral, the setter from La Follette. Big kid, 6'2", setter. Played at Central Michigan, transferred here to Iowa. She does a nice job.
Serve finds Egan. Badgers get it to Furbringer to the left side, and there is a rocket past the defense from Una Vajagic, who has 3 straight matches in double figures and kills coming into today.
And she's been playing with more and more confidence as the season goes on. So the Badgers are hitting their stride at the right time here, right time of year.
Una on Wednesday night against Purdue had a double-double. Her 6th of the season, 10 kills and 11 digs. Now Vajagic serves to the right back corner. Line drive pass. Right side attack is popped up by Una. It's tight. Charlie sets left pin, and Collier terminates for Wisconsin. Collier from the far side of the court makes it 12-7.
A nice dig by Una, serving the ball, but then she came in right back and came up to like the 10-foot line tight. Dug that ball up. Charlie got a nice set. She had to save it from going over the net. Got it to the outside of Collier for the kill.
Vajagic short serve near the 10-foot line. Amaral sends it over left pin, and Van Sant slams one to the back row.
Yeah, she's a lot like Egan, just the speed she comes in with. Andrews didn't have time to get out there and even close the block.
First kill today from Van Sant. Charday Van Sant, her 7th attempt. Poked over by Iowa. Egan on serve receive. Right side, Allie Andrew clips the block for the kill.
Nice back set by Charlie there. Pass was about the 8-foot line, but she still was able to get it to Allie Andrew on the slide, and she tooled it off the left side blocker's left hand there and out of bounds.
Natalie Wardlow steps behind the service line. 19 aces this season for the Badgers, freshman out of Lincoln, Nebraska. A soft touch on that serve to the back row. Left side, Van Sant splits the block, gets the kill. Touched up front by the Badgers, 13-9.
Yeah, Wardlow's working on her serves and getting more of them. Usually we just see her bomb it hard and deep, and it's really hard to handle. She went with a shorter one that time, and Iowa handled it all right and got a nice swing and a touch on the outside.
Here's Marquardt back to serve from the left back end line. It's 13-9 Wisconsin in the first set. 3 Badger passers in Wisconsin's back row, handled by Vajagic. Steers it perfectly to Furbringer, slide to Booth, and Booth will finish. Point Wisconsin, it's 14-9.
Yeah, when she's running that slide, Van Sant's like 5'11". Even though she jumps big, it takes her longer to get up there. So Booth at 6'7" just hits at a higher spot and was able to get it over the top.
Here's Furbringer. Sophomore setter for the Badgers. Missed about 10 matches this season with a shoulder injury. Short serve at the 10-foot line. Whittingstall on serve receive. Now she'll run out to the right pin and get the slide. Go deep cross court. Right hand kill finished there by Whittingstall.
I don't think we've seen Charlie serve deep since her shoulder injury, and I wonder if other teams, I don't see the other teams like creeping up and starting short. They're just in their normal formations. Just wondering if she will go deep at some time.
14-10, Wisconsin leads by 4. That pass high into the air from Una. Forces a bump set. Here's Egan, a running roller from near the middle of the front of the net. Left side, Warden, yes, sharp cross court. That's Alyssa Warden, the redshirt sophomore for Iowa, pulling the Hawkeyes to within 3.
Yeah, Warden, nice job so far. 2 kills, no errors.
Van Sant, right to left. Hand pass by Vajagic. High setup right side. There's Collier from Furbringer. And Collier smashes one cross court for a kill.
Yeah, it's nice in that serve receive formation when you've got Collier on the right side. We see her so often from the left side, but when she's on the right pin, just went over the top to the cross court, zone 1.
And we've got a timeout on the floor. First set here. 10th ranked Wisconsin leads Iowa here on Senior Day. It's the Badgers 15, the Hawkeyes 11. Back with more on the Wisconsin Badgers Volleyball Radio Network.
Pro Volleyball is back in Madison. The 2026 Love Madison schedule is here. Setter of the Year Lauren Carlini and hometown favorite Claire Chaussee return to the court, ready to lead a powerhouse lineup of world-class talent. Get ready for non-stop action. Every serve, every volley, and every win, right here in Madison. Don't miss your chance to be a part of the unforgettable moments all season long. Visit lovb.com to check out the full schedule and secure your seats today. Volleyball is the next major league.
What's better than the sound of Wisconsin Badgers volleyball smoking their opponents? That's savoring every win with North and South Seafood and Smokehouse. As a truly American restaurant located right here in Madison, North and South specializes in authentic wood-fired barbecue and freshly prepared seafood. Enjoy at any of their 3 locations, Madison, Verona, or DeForest, or serve the winning meal at home or in the office with their takeout and catering options. Explore the full menu at eatnorthandsouth.com. That's eatnorthandsouth.com.
In Madison, Wisconsin, John Arias and Pete Waite with you. It's a 15-11 Wisconsin lead here in the opening set. Senior day here today at the Fieldhouse. And the Hawkeyes trail the Badgers by 4. It's 15-11. Wisconsin's offense, Pete, 478 so far.
Yeah, Kyle, you're hitting 700.
7 kills.
7 kills, no errors, 10 attempts.
And now she's serving from near the middle of the end line. Goes to the right back at Iowa, out of system. A bump set over to Warden left side into that Badgers block, and it's going to work. It's a tool shot off the Wisconsin block, and now it's a 15-12 score.
Yeah, Iowa didn't pass it well, but really great back bump set from 3/4 way across the court, 15-foot line. Nice tool off the block there, too.
All right, Whittingstall will go back to serve for the Hawkeyes. Badger passers waiting. Simon steers it to Furbringer, who sets the right back attack, off speed from Collier. Picked up by the defense of Iowa. Free ball to Wisconsin. Furbringer setting middle. Booth, good. Skips it off the block in the middle. And Carter Booth gives the Badgers a 4-point lead.
You know, obviously scoring on your first swing is what you want, but if you can get the opponent on their heels and they're giving you free balls, then you're coming at them with an offense that's pretty tough to stop.
Carter Booth, almost 2 kills per set this season. Her hitting percentage 3rd in the Big Ten, up near 430. Left side, Warden. And a dig by Collier goes high into the air, chased down by Furbringer. Near side corner, bumps that over to Una, off speed. A diving save by Moisio, setter dump by Amaral, and it's good. To the right back where Furbringer was trying to play catch up there, defending 16-13.
Yep, really nice setter dump with her left hand there. Just a one-on-one with Allie Andrew because they ran the slide, and Andrews, you know, she's thinking, is it going to go slide? Is it going to go dump? And so middles are usually a little late getting up there. She pushed it forward and got the kill.
3-point Badgers lead first set. Serve receive Collier. Up front to Furbringer. Quick set in the middle to Andrew, who wants the kill, and a net violation called against the Hawkeyes.
That worked out well since Andrew hit it out of bounds, but she knew right away that Iowa was in the net.
Here comes the serve from Egan. Lines it out of bounds. Went past the end line.
Iowa's hanging in there. They're not letting Wisconsin get any separation right now.
3-point lead for Wisconsin. The Badgers hitting 481. The Hawkeyes hitting 304 in this first set. Simon sprawls out on serve receive. Furbringer sends it to the left pin, and freezing defenders with that shot is Una Vajagic as she gets the kill cross court. It's 18-14.
Yeah, that pass was to the right quarter of the court, and really Charlie did a great job firing it fast out to the outside to Una, and the middle blocker for Iowa could not get out there all the way. Collier found Una found the gap.
Amaral setting to the right side. A swing by Vares and a dig by Una. Slide attack for Andrew, and it goes past the back line and out of bounds. One of the 4 Badger seniors, Alicia Andrew, here on senior day with a hitting error.
Yeah, 2 kills, 2 errors for Andrew right now.
3-point Wisconsin lead, 18-15, getting late here in the first set. Egan, serve receive, spins a pass to Furbringer. Set to the left pin, a bomb by Collier, and the dig goes out of bounds past the scorer's table. So count it for Collier. Wisconsin has a 4-point lead.
Yeah, she crushed that ball, a little extra punch on that ball. The Iowa libero was there for it, but it deflected off of her and the left back all the way over to the scorer's table, unreachable.
21-4, the Badgers' record this season. They're 14-3 in the Big Ten, while Iowa sports a 5-12 conference record. Wisconsin sole possession of second place in the Big Ten Conference. A serve by Wardlow has Iowa out of system. A shot by Van Sant is dug, middle back by Una. Right side slide by Booth. Stop it, popped up by Wardlow. Now to the left side, reaching for it and pushing it up and over the block and down is Collier, and also a net violation against Iowa. And the Badgers reach the red zone up by 5.
Yeah, Wardlow gives opponents' passers fits. I mean, she's just got a tough serve, and they're usually on their heels just trying to not get aced.
Timeout, Iowa. First set, and we're late. 10th ranked Wisconsin leads it 20-15 over the Iowa Hawkeyes. And we'll take a break here in the opening set as the Badgers playing on Senior Day here in Madison on the Wisconsin Badgers Volleyball Radio Network.
When it comes to your career, most companies want you to be interested in them. At Northwestern Mutual, their mutual interest is you. That's why they listen to your career goals, plan the steps to get there, and work side by side all along the way. To learn more about career opportunities, search for Northwestern Mutual Southern Wisconsin online or call 608-836-3080. That's 608-836-3080. The Northwestern Mutual Life Insurance Company, Milwaukee, Wisconsin.
The holidays bring sparkle and light to the season. The same way Goodman's Jewelers has been bringing the sparkle with our custom pieces since 1933. Generations have relied on our trust, service, and selection. This holiday, shop local. Shop Goodman's Jewelers in the heart of Madison, touching hearts with Goodman's sparkle and light. 220 State Street. Find our extended holiday hours at goodmansjewelers.com.
The best is at Goodman's.
Welcome to It's the largest lead of set number 1 for the 10th ranked Badgers. John Arias and Pete Waite with you. It's a 5-point Wisconsin lead, Pete, 20-15 late in the first.
Just when I said the Badgers weren't able to separate themselves, they separated themselves and pulled out the 5-point lead right here in the red zone.
And so here's Wardlow serving again, serving from the left back. Sails out to Van Sant in the left back of Iowa. Right side, pushed by Vares off the block, popped up by Furbringer. Now Egan with a back set over to Collier, who goes sharp cross court. Grabbed by the Hawkeyes. Van Sant deep, cross court, and out. Hitting error Van Sant. Now it's a 6-point Wisconsin advantage in the first.
Yeah, Collier just kind of went with a 3/4 speed shot. Iowa picked that up pretty easily, but Van Sant had a double block up against her and probably tried to go high hands, and if you miss Booth's high hands, they're very high, so it's going to go sailing a long way out.
Here is Wardlow up to the end line. Goes back row, overpass. Booth, 2 hands, shoves it right back down near the 10-foot line. Cleans up that overpass, forced off the serve from Wardlow.
Again, Wardlow creating havoc.
Timeout, Iowa. Again, they need to take a timeout. 22-15, now a 4-0 scoring run from Wisconsin, Pete, and a 7-point lead. And when we talk about how late we are in the season, just 3 matches, including here today in the regular season, then it's the tournament. When you can get some good serving like that, that can be the difference maker in sets and matches.
Yeah, you're just kind of chipping away at an opponent, and if you can get some easy points here or there, like an overpass like Booth just put down, that's Wardlow becoming very valuable to the team with what she does. You know, we've seen her from the right side of the court serving some long and then some short balls. Now she's on the left side of the court. So they're working different angles of the Iowa passing formation, and it's working. And
hopefully the timing as far as her getting better as a server. Got to remember, too, you know, she didn't serve a lot in club. And now her freshman season, right, all of a sudden we're getting later in the season, and that in percentage was kind of a thing with Wardlow where it wasn't where they wanted it to be. But, you know, the season progresses. She gets a little bit better, hopefully, and develops a little bit more. She could be a real weapon.
And as young high school and college players are working on their game, you never know what their future will hold. Work on everything. Certain teams you might not have a chance to do something. Someone else might give you a chance, and suddenly you're really good at it. And she has found a really important role here with the Badgers.
22-15 Wisconsin first set following the Iowa timeout. Wardlow steps again behind the service line for the Badgers. Serving from zone 5, Iowa Hawkeyes passers. Van Sant in the left back, Schleister middle back, and Moisio on the right back awaiting this serve from the Badgers freshman. 7-point lead, largest of the set for Wisconsin. Here's Wardlow. Right hand, sails it out of bounds. Point coach.
Just missed it wide by about a foot. Wide right.
Yeah, stops a 4-0 run. So now 22-16 is your score. Iowa serving. Goes to Hawkeyes, wings it up front to Furbringer. Inside rip there by Mimi Collier is a no-doubter as she connects and cracks on a kill.
So when attackers are usually out wide by the pin, they're taking their approach outside the court, and they do that a lot. Blockers get used to that, and all of a sudden then the offense has the signal to say, hey, on this one I'm going to you inside. It's like call it 32, they might call it a gap. You do that, and the middle blocker's chasing to the outside, and they pass up the hitter, and suddenly the hitter comes in like Collier just did, and she crushed it.
23-16, Horner in to serve, pass off to the right. Tip over Whittingstall, out of bounds. Past the back line, hitting error Iowa, 24-16, Wisconsin at set point.
Yeah, nice to see Horner get in the game, get a serve in and get a couple points. It's been a while, but she deserves it.
And Iowa has challenged this play. Let's see if we can hear what the challenge is about.
Iowa is challenging block touch.
Okay, so the Hawkeyes are challenging a block touch on that hit that went out of bounds past the end line.
It's an interesting decision as a coach. You're down 16-24 or 23, depending on the call here. Is it worth it?
Right.
Or if you don't, are you not giving everything you have for the team and trying to let them fight and make that comeback? But you sometimes can win this point, and maybe you make a 4-point comeback, and suddenly you've got the momentum going into the next game. So, that's what Coach Barnes decided to do. We're going for it. We're going to fight for every point we can, and we'll see what happens here.
So not sure if we're going to get a replay of this or not. Let's check the scoreboard. Is there just one other match happening in Big Ten volleyball as we speak?
A few others are later, but this one is done already.
So in 4 sets, it's Ohio State beating Michigan State. So there you go. Buckeyes pick up a win. And they're still down, taking a look at whether or not there was a touch. This is our first challenge here this Sunday. I was just bringing up the standings. Want to take a look at where Ohio State, 2-15 coming in. So they're now 2-15. I think we're done. And I think they're going to tell us what they found out.
After review, it was a block touch. Iowa point. They will retain the challenge.
There you go.
All right, so Iowa wins the challenge.
They live to play another point.
It's a 2-point swing, you know.
2 points.
Yeah, well, yeah, at least.
Depends how this goes.
Yeah.
They're going to give it a shot. And this is a team that battles, They'll claw their way back if they can.
So the score now 23-17. Wisconsin leads by 6. Serve finds Simon. Tight pass to Furbringer. Right attack by Collier. It's dug by the Hawkeyes. Left side Warden. Bounce off the block. Una has it middle back. To the left pin. Hanging, banging down the line is Egan. A whistle stops play and a net violation called against the Hawkeyes. And now it's set point in the first for 10th ranked Wisconsin.
Yeah, Coach Barnes is really frustrated with that one because his defender made a great dig on the ball from the left side from Egan, who hit it extremely hard, but then his players were in the net. And that's a tough skill to stay out, do everything you can, push hard, jump as high as you can. Don't touch the net at all.
Yeah.
And reach across the net. So it's not like you're just on your own side of the net. Reach across as far as you can and don't go in the net.
And don't touch it.
Yeah.
Trinity Shad Series comes into the front row for the Badgers. Served by Collier. Tight pass. Pushed over 2 hands by Amaral. Popped up by Simon. Left side, there's Trin. Deep cross court. And it ends the set. Trinity Shad Series checks in, gets one swing, gets the kill, and the Badgers take the first set 25-17.
She's really happy, but also laughing a little bit because she kind of mishit that ball, but hit it perfectly to the far corner. It was within a foot of the end line and the sideline, the right sideline, and nobody could defend that. So she's laughing. She loved it. Badgers feel good about that first set.
Second kill of the year for Shad Series, and the Badgers win the first set 25-17. We'll take a break, come back with set number 2 next here at the Fieldhouse on the Wisconsin Badgers Volleyball Radio Network.
It takes a team to meet just about any goal, and that's as true on the football field as it is in the office. So it's good to know that you have the Gordon Flesch Company on your side. For more than 60 years, GFC has provided cutting-edge office technology for companies of all sizes, and as the nation's largest Canon dealer, GFC delivers the latest office technology, service, and is supported by the most experienced professionals in the industry. That's business technology managed. Visit gflesh.com to learn more.
Matt LePay for Steinhoffels. Steinhoffels is a proud partner of Wisconsin Athletics. Since 1934, Steinhoffels has been Wisconsin's furniture and mattress destination for quality, selection, and service. For over 90 years, Steinhoffels has helped Wisconsinites create the homes of their dreams and is 100% employee-owned. Steinhoffels has the largest selection of all the latest styles and all the best mattress brands. You'll find something for every style and every budget. Shop in-store or online at steinhoffels.com. Relax, it's Steinhoffels.
Time out on the field. Let's bring in Gina Della from Pella. What's the winning game plan this month?
Wayne, a whole house of new windows for as low as $297 a month with 0% interest for up to 60 months.
Wow, that's a drive you can sustain for years. No penalties, no extra interest.
And unlike opponents, Pella Windows and Doors of Wisconsin actually stops the drafts.
Don't sit on the sidelines, folks. Make your move today at PellaWI.com.
Service restrictions apply. It's 130.25.
When it comes to your career, most companies want you to be interested in them. At Northwestern Mutual, their mutual interest is you. That's why they listen to your career goals, plan the steps to get there, and work side by side all along the way. To learn more about career opportunities, search for Northwestern Mutual Southern Wisconsin online or call 608-836-3080. That's 608-836-3080. The Northwestern Mutual Life Insurance Company, Milwaukee, Wisconsin.
You're listening to Wisconsin Badgers Volleyball on 100.5 ESPN and the ESPN Wisconsin app. Brought to you by Smith Roofing.
(25-17), 10th ranked Wisconsin wins the opening set against Iowa here on Senior Day at the Fieldhouse. John Arias and Pete Waite with you. The Badgers hit 500 in that first set, Pete, led by Mimi Collier. 10 kills, no errors, 16 attacks, and a .625 hitting percentage. Those 10 kills now pulls her even with Dana Redke for fourth place all-time in single-season kills and under 25-point rally scoring. One more kill, she'll surpass Dana, have fourth all to herself, and also in doing so will reach 1,900 career kills.
Yeah, that's amazing. She's put up big numbers. Those are amazing names she's around. I've said this to you before off air usually, but it's also different positions. So, Recchi, that's a lot of numbers for middle blocker to get, because usually the outside hitters are getting a lot more sets going out their way, but also more people are focused on them out there. Their numbers, their percentages are usually a bit lower than the middle blockers attacking. So, all interesting. Still great numbers, and good for her. She's going to get there soon.
Just a phenomenal start. 10 kills for the Big Ten Player of the Week. Came in averaging just shy of 5.3 kills per set, which, by the way, would be a single-season record for kills per set under any era of scoring at Wisconsin. Short serve. Charlie checks the defense right side to Andrew, and she gets blocked by the Iowa net defense. 1-0 Hawkeyes in the second.
Yeah, she ran that slide and got blocked, and it came right back into the coverage of the Badgers. They were covering well. It just happened to go between two people, and they couldn't quite get it out.
Behind the line, Stojanovic, the 6'3" middle blocker, serving from the left back, floats one at Egan, steers it tight to Furbringer. Left-hand setter dump is good off Amaral.
Perfect pass by Egan that time, and allowing Charlie to dump that with her left hand straight down the middle blocker. Never got up. And besides blocking a ball straight down, that's also a great feeling when you pass the ball. So it doesn't matter your size. You pass the ball right on target, and your setter can dump it and get a kill. That feels pretty great.
1-1 here in set number 2. Wisconsin up 1-0 in the match, and here's Wardlow serving from the left back for the Badgers. She'll slam one back row. Good pass to Amaral, middle attack, Whittingstall, diving dig by Egan. Sliding in with the set is Furbringer over to Collier, and there it is, kill number 11 today. She now has fourth place all to herself, single season for kills at Wisconsin.
That time Charlie got pushed forward 3/4 way across the court, had to go down on one knee. Set it up, again, just perfect no matter what body position she's in, perfect set.
Also career kill number 1,900 there for Mimi Collier. Nasty serve from the Badgers. Van Sant then with a hard hit that skims off of Egan. I think she was just trying to spin out of the way of that one. It was too late.
Yeah, I think Egan was in the left back thinking it might be out of bounds, but wasn't sure, kept her hands there too long, and she got pegged by the ball as it went by her off her forearm.
By the way, now 4th place all time, Mimi Collier. Dana Redke gets pushed down to 5th for most kills in a single season. Up next on the list, Sarah Franklin at 486. Here's a slide by Carter Booth, and just a vicious hit by the 6'7" middle blocker for the Badgers. It's 3-2.
She was pretty good, that Franklin kid.
Yeah, that's 2023 Franklin, by the way. Yeah. She had some pretty good years.
Yeah.
Here's Furbringer serving for the UW. The Badgers All-American setter from a season ago. 12 aces this year. Short serve, handled by Whittingstall. Amaral setting. Van Sant, big windup, big finish, deep near the back line. Diving to her right unsuccessfully is Vajagic. Point Iowa. We are tied at 3.
Now, Van Sant's put up some big numbers this year, but right now she's just at 4 kills, 2 errors, hitting 167. So the Badgers have kept her in check, partly because of the serving. Just haven't been able to get her the ball all the time.
She had 8 kills in the first matchup against the Badgers in Iowa City. Pass Schenk to the left, brought back in play by Egan. Now a free ball to Iowa. Amaral swings with the left hand and gets all of it. And she has a big-time wind-up and finish for Iowa.
Yeah, and that's something Charlie doesn't do, not quite in her repertoire. She'll dump it down with one hand, but a big left-hand turn and swing at it and attack it. That was a great play by Amaral.
Yeah, Amaral has 2 triple-doubles this season already. That's a swing there by Egan, and she'll just bounce it off the block for a tool shot. But Amaral, 2 triple-doubles in 25, had 2 triple-doubles in 23 as well.
Yeah, and Iowa actually in the past, it might have been 20 years ago, but they had some kids who, like, they would swing half of the time, it seemed, instead of setting it to their attackers, and they were tough to stop.
Serve by Collier goes into the bottom of the net as the Badgers trail nigh the Hawkeyes 5-4. Iowa with the lead. Here's Whittingstall from the left back. Sails at Simon. Pass off to the left. Platform set to Vajagic. Cross court, and she tags the sideline. There's Una Vajagic bringing some heat for the Badgers from the left pin.
Yeah, we just got to say the UW swimmers, the men's swimmers are representing in their Speedos in the student section, probably 2 rows of them, probably 10 or 12 of the kids there with their swimming caps on. Can't miss that. They're happy to be on TV today, I'm sure.
Yeah, here's the back set, or the set rather, to the back row for Van Sant, who comes in and crushes a kill for Iowa. 6-5 Hawkeyes. Badgers lead this match 1-0. Yeah, so I'm not sure when that happened, but yes, the swim team is back behind in the student section right now and ready to hit the pool.
Yeah, I actually had a former swimmer friend in the stands text me and said, swimmers are representing today.
Amaral serves over pass by Collier on serve receive, and it's Stojanovic, the middle blocker for Iowa, swiping it down to the left front.
You can hear the fans kind of clapping here. They don't want the Badgers to get lulled into submission here, and that happens sometimes.
Amaral serves at Simon. Great high pass. Furbringer in the pocket, setting right side. Grace Egan blasting one down the line for a kill.
You know, when I say lulled into submission, I would just find teams, if we would not be afraid of a team coming into a match and then we beat them pretty handily the first game, sometimes they don't try to, but they take their foot off the pedal and they just try to play, let the other team make mistakes, but all of a sudden the other team catches fire and you're in trouble.
Egan has the serve. Warden with the big swing. Block touch Wisconsin. Furbringer now sets it left pin. Vajagic hard off the block. Hawkeyes have it. Right side, a fastball flies by the defense out of bounds. No touch called. That was Varez. The entire Iowa team saying there was a touch.
Looks like we'll have a review here.
Iowa is challenging block touch.
There you go. Second Iowa challenge of the match. And the entire Hawkeyes team was claiming a touch immediately after the attack by Varez. So we'll see if Iowa can win its second challenge so far of this match today. It's 7-7 right now, the score in the second set. Right now ruled an attack error by Varez. Mimi Collier, Pete, 11 kills and a .647 hitting percentage. You know, I'm not sure what else we can say about Collier this season. She's just had so many memorable offensive matches, and some of them you just like shake your head and say,
yeah,
That's what Mimi's doing this year.
Yeah, and that's what opponents say too. It's like, how are we going to stop her? It's like they pretty much think, let's stop everybody else on the team and maybe she'll let up a little bit. But there was a player on Ohio State, Stacey Gordon, was that way. She would get so many kills, much the same as Collier. But she didn't have as many people around her who are as strong as the Badger players around Collier to, have a balanced attack, so we would usually beat them. And Gordon couldn't do everything, but boy, her stat lines were unbelievable.
Yeah, I've heard a lot about Stacey Gordon and just the numbers that she would put up routinely. It's hard to do.
Yeah, and we would do shot charts. I mean, the kids would do them manually on the bench, and they just put a line everywhere she hit a shot, and it was all the way across the board. It's not like you could even line up a block a certain way or dig a certain way. She had them everywhere.
Just spraying all across.
Yep.
Yeah, that's amazing. 7-7 your score, second set. Badgers won the opening set 25-17. And I think we might have an answer to that challenge. Looks like the R2 is getting set to announce something. Got to go to that microphone.
Yep. Just remembered he's got to go to the microphone.
After review, call stands. Wisconsin point.
So Iowa will lose that challenge. They have one remaining unless we play 5 this afternoon. So Egan behind the service line. Egan up to the line, off the top of the tape, falls down for an ace. Drops down at the 10-foot line on the left front.
We haven't seen one of those for a long time. It's really strange because sometimes you see a bunch within one match. I can't remember the last time we saw one that clipped the tape and go down for an ace for the Badgers.
It's been a while. Here's Amaral tight near the net with that pass, right side attack, and it's good for number 15, Carmel Varez. 14 times this season she's reached double figures. Varez gets the kill. That's her first.
Yeah, first kill, one error, so she's got herself up to 0 now.
8-8 second set. Here's Warden up from the left back, sails it deep. Out of bounds, past the back line on Wisconsin side.
Yeah, good job by Simon, just hustling to the end line to make sure that was out.
Here is Vajic. 9-8 Wisconsin. Second set. Badgers redshirt sophomore from Novi Sad, Serbia, serving to the right back. Steered up front to Amaral. Left side, Van Sant winds up. Block touch, Wisconsin. Now Furbringer, setter dump, yep. Left hand over, clipped the top of the net, but fell inside the front row, and it's 10-8 Wisconsin.
And actually, Amaral, the setter for Iowa, was ready for that one. She came in from the right back to the center court, but Charlie clipped the tape and then went down just too far away for Amaral to get.
From zone 1, it's Una serving to the left back. Van Sant pops a tight pass. Now back to Van Sant, tries to cut it, hits into the net. That was a lot of players bunched up on that far side of the court for Iowa.
Yeah, Amaral's had to chase it down all the way to the top of the logo for the Wisconsin logo, and so she was only feet away from the outside, and Van Sant just saw the blockers there, tried to avoid them sharp, and put it on her own side of the net.
Vajic with a nasty serve. It has Iowa out of system to the right side. Varez pops one, picked up by Vajic and the defense of Una. Left side, there's Mimi Collier, and it's going to hit off the defense, bounce near the stands, and down the hallway.
Yeah, Van Sant that time, Una did a good job serving her. She's passing left back, but hitting right left front, and she shanked it hard to the right, so all of a sudden Iowa was out of system. Nice dig by Una to get things started, then a finish by Collier on the left side, deep cross court off a defender.
And now a timeout from the Iowa Hawkeyes, second set. The Badgers won the first set 25-17. Now in the second, it's Wisconsin 12, Iowa 8. Timeout Hawkeyes on the Wisconsin Badgers Volleyball Radio Network.
At Smith Roofing and Exteriors, we're proud to be Southern Wisconsin's locally owned and operated roofing experts. We deliver top quality roofing, siding, and gutter services with a true commitment to craftsmanship and customer satisfaction. Licensed, insured, and focused on clear communication, we build exterior solutions made for Wisconsin's toughest weather. Visit SmithRoofingExteriors.com today for your free estimate and experience the difference local expertise makes.
Badgers volleyball insights straight from the man on the sidelines.
There'll be aspects of what we're doing offensively that our teams have not done before.
Tune into the Kelly Sheffield Show on ESPN Madison, presented by North and South Seafood and Smokehouse.
The hardest ticket in town is for the volleyball match in the field house. I mean, that's really hard.
It's the Kelly Sheffield Show with Badgers volleyball head coach Kelly Sheffield and host John Arias on 100.5 ESPN and the ESPN Wisconsin app.
Twelve to 8, Wisconsin, the 10th-ranked team in the nation, leading the Iowa Hawkeyes here at the Fieldhouse. It is Senior Day. We'll have that Senior Day ceremony for you following the match, when the Badgers' 4 seniors will be recognized. Carter Booth, Allie Andrew, Mimi Collier, and Jada Chernelia. 12 to 8, Wisconsin in the second. Here's Vigic, cross court. Serve back road, Iowa. Good pass up front, right side. And it's off the platform of Egan, brought back and played near the up official by Mimi, sent over on a free ball. Now Iowa pushes into the block, and there's Collier to deny her. Mimi was doing everything in that rally.
Well, that's really funny because the ball was dug. I think it was Egan dug it all the way to the ref stand. The ref could have caught it with the right hand, but Mimi got up there and just kind of chucked it over to the center court. Totally what used to be an illegal play, but these days it's not.
Serve receive, Schleister to the right side. Swing by Vares, stopped by the Badgers. Now Van Sant into that Wisconsin wall, and the Badgers do it again. Allie Andrew and Charlie Furbringer team up to make it 14 to 8.
Well, if you remember, not too long ago, it was 7-7. Badgers are pulling away.
Yeah, now a 6-0 run from the UW. We were tied at 8. Now it's 14 to 8. Here's Vajic slamming one. Again at Schleister, middle attack. Stojanovic, Badgers pick it up to the left pin. There's Collier. Overdig's going to go over and out past the end line from Moisio. And it's 15 to 8, and it's a 7-0 scoring run. Timeout, Iowa.
You know you're bringing the heat when you hit it cross court. The libero dives to get it, digs it over the net and past the end line of your court. You've hit it hard.
13 kills without an error from Mimi Collier. Timeout by Iowa. Now a 7-0 run by the 10th-ranked Badgers in the second. It's Wisconsin 15, Iowa 8 on the Wisconsin Badgers Volleyball Radio Network.
'Tis the season to be planning your holiday events. Whether it's a party for 10 or 10,000, Celebrations has the sound, video, lighting, special effects, and custom-themed decor to make it the best party ever. Hi, it's Jeffrey from Celebrations Entertainment. With us on your team, your holiday or New Year's party will be easy to plan and super fun to attend. DJs, casino games, lighting, and photo booths are just the beginning at celebrationsentertainment.com. That's celebrationsentertainment.com.
Volleyball fans know value, and at Wisconsin Surplus Online Auction, we deliver value all over the court every single day. From trucks to trailers, antiques to assets, we can help you buy and sell your items. Plus, it's all online and hassle-free. We're family-owned, reliable, and trusted because our team at Wisconsin Surplus Online Auction is dedicated to ensuring our customers rally and win big every time. Get off the bench and set yourself up for success. Visit WisconsinSurplus.com to bid, buy, sell today. That's WisconsinSurplus.com.
7-0 scoring run from 10th-ranked Wisconsin. John Arias and Pete Waite with you back at the Fieldhouse. Back to the action. Served by Una. Middle attack. A dig by Egan goes back over to Iowa. Now the Hawkeyes go to Vares. Into the Badgers, block covered. Hawkeyes go to Van Sant. Has to adjust. Sends an easy shot handled by Una. Setter dump. Charlie popped up on a pancake save by the setter. Now Vares with a right hand tip over. Badgers easily underneath it. Tip to the right front by Collier. Saved. Right side Vares. Block touch. Charlie has it. Bumps at Simon to the left side. Here is a big attack. It's dug deep middle back. Free ball coming back to Wisconsin. Iowa didn't know what to do with it. Inside rip by Collier, and she gets it. 14 kills without an error from Mimi Collier, and Wisconsin leads by 8.
Long rally, the ball went back and forth 3 or 4 times. Amaral runs to the net, sets a quick set to the middle, and then she looks around and goes, "Where's my middle?" Like the middle had gone behind her but didn't say anything or something. She totally expected her to be there. She literally was shocked that her middle wasn't in front where she set her the ball.
Here's Vigic serving from zone 1. Badgers run 8-zip. Here's Amaral setting right side and ending the run. coming in is Gia McGrew, the 6-foot freshman.
Yeah, she punched it down the line and really surprised everybody. I think Collier thought she had the line sealed up, but there was just enough room for the ball to get by and go to the deep end line, sideline spot.
We were tied at 8 before that 8-0 run by the Badgers. Stoyanovich with some pace behind that serve. Wisconsin's out of system. Down the line, chopped by Collier, dug by Amaral. Set, here's McGrew again, off the Badgers block, saved near the net by Charlie. Back set, Andrew over to Collier, knocks over a defender with the shot, pushed back over on a 2-ball. Wisconsin keeps it alive, left side to Collier, and another dig by Iowa. Here's Van Sant taking off. Egan near the end line, steers it up front, a joust pushed over by Charlie. Iowa keeps it alive, McGrew snaps at one, Weigelt saves it right back, slide, right side, Andrew, wide. Iowa gets that rally. Great volleyball here in the second.
Yeah, Iowa's scrappy. They're digging some really hard hit balls by the Badgers. There was a joust opportunity for Charlie, and I was really glad to see her go up with 2 hands instead of 1, which she got her injury in a month ago.
Stoyanovich, 6'3" sophomore, serving at Egan. Down low on serve receive. Gets it up front to Furbringer. Right back attack by Una. Picked up by the Hawkeyes. They'll shove a free ball deep. Simon up front to Furbringer. Waits in the pocket. Right back. Another one by Una. Overpass, and there's Andrew. Right back at ya. It's Allie Andrew with the right-hand finish.
That's not something you see all the time, where Charlie went twice in a row back to Una on the right back position, and she had got dug the first time, but second time created an overpass, and then Andrew took care of it and finished it off.
Here's Wardlow, who's been really serving tough for Wisconsin. Maybe the Badgers can get on another run here behind the freshman serving, 17-10. Over with the right hand, pass off to the left, out of bounds, brought back by Van Sant, now near the end line, backwards bump. Moisio just creeps over the top of the net. Back row, Una flies in, good. Una torches one off the defense, and it was touched last by Schleister.
Yeah, see that one, Iowa was giving the Badgers a free ball, and Booth backed off the net. There was a bump from the back court, and if she would have stayed at the net, she would have just swept it down or hit it down, but she backed off the net a little too soon. But the Badgers still got the point.
18-10, Wisconsin. Here's Wardlow from the left back. Right hand over, Amaral to Whittingstall, and Whittingstall punches one to the Badgers middle back, and it's 18-11. Iowa trails by 7. Let's pause 10 seconds for a station ID. 10 for a station ID. This is Wisconsin Badgers volleyball.
Hey, this is Jonathan Blackwell of Wisconsin Badgers basketball. You're listening to 100.5 ESPN WTLX Monona, Madison, a Good Karma Brands radio station.
Marquardt serving for Iowa, handled by Weigelt. Charlie fading away, sets it over to Collier, who terminates from the left side as Furbringer hit the deck, falling down with that set.
Collier continues to amaze, but again, Charlie's doing a great job getting her balls she loves. 15 kills, no errors for Collier. .577 hitting percentage.
Up over 1,900 career kills today, and Horner gets an ace. Cross court to the right back, and it was Marquardt kind of undecisive what she wanted to do with that, and it skims off her platform.
She thought it was in, she thought it was out, she thought it was in, she touched it. Ace.
Checking to Steinhoffel's ace tracker. That's the second one today for the Badgers, and then some pop behind that serve, but right into the net from Addie Horner. Wisconsin up 20-12 in the second set, trying to go up 2-0 on Iowa.
Yeah, Wisconsin's had some nice mini runs that have added up to a nice 8-point lead here in the red zone.
Charday Van Sant for the Hawkeyes, back to serve with 5'11" outside. Serving it at Una, gives it up front to Furbringer, middle to Booth, and Booth connects for a kill. It's Carter Booth swatting one down to the floor, 21-12.
Good decision by Booth, cutting it back across her body to the left. The block was up in front of her. Charlie got pulled to the right quarter of the court, so she had a lot of room to her left to score.
21-12 Wisconsin. Collier, right hand float over at Marquardt. Back row, Van Sant, yep. Just got enough of the block off the top of the net, maybe two, and it flops over, and it's 21-13.
Yeah, Van Sant is a whip. Usually out of the front row. We've seen her out of the back row a little bit, but she comes fast with it, fast arm, just like Egan.
Here's Whittingstall. 6'2" middle blocker junior, serves at Simon. Pass tight for Furbringer to the right side, and Egan delivers a kill. Egan bouncing off the Iowa block up front, and it's 22-13.
Not many setters can save that ball that Charlie did. Super high, tight set, and she actually then reached up and set it backwards also, so nice.
So Jada Chernelia, one of the Badgers seniors, now getting her first playing time. She's played in one set this season as Chernelia goes back to serve for Wisconsin, up 22-13. Floats it over back row. Amaral sets the slide attack. Stojanovic dug by Furbringer. Bumps at Jada. Right side for Egan. Off the top of the block. It's going to fall down. It's a kill from Egan. An assist by Chernelia. And the Badgers lead it by 10.
Jada's pretty cool local kid. Mom played for the Badgers. Dad played Badger hockey.
Played at Middleton High School. Jada Chernelia now playing at the Fieldhouse. Touches it over with that serve. Amaral setter dump. Got him. Got him down to the donut. Badgers back row. And it's 23-14.
That was great. She got to get in there. Pretty cool. She also played 4 years at Northern Illinois, where I used to coach a long, long time ago. When she was in high school, gave her some private lessons here and there.
That's awesome. So Chernelia checks in on senior day, got an assist. Here's Una from the left side, blocked by Iowa. Hawkeyes record their 5th block of the match, but the Badgers have a commanding lead in the second.
That time, Charlie got a little lazy. She was in the far right back position, and she didn't really come into cover. She kind of assumes her hitters are going to score every time.
Punched over at Simon. Furbringer on the run, a bump set, right side. Egan, big cut there from Grace Egan. And she'll slam it down, 24-15. Set point now in the second.
How she smoked that ball. It got set inside a little bit from the right sideline. She got her feet to the ball. The block had passed her up. She just crushed it hard cross court left.
9th kill today for Grace Egan. Serve over by Egan. Iowa from the right sideline, setting to the right side. McGrew, block touch Wisconsin. Now Simon with the bump set. High one, left side, here's Una. High bounce off the block will finish the second set. Una Vajagic cracks it off the defense of the Hawkeyes up front, and the Badgers win the second set by 10.
Yeah, that went off the middle blocker's head. I think that might have been Warden. And it went high and hard over the Hawkeye bench off the sideline, so she's feeling it. And that's how their middle blocker got out part of the season. A deflection off her head, got a concussion, and was out of the game.
Badgers are up 2-0 now on Iowa here on Senior Day. 25-17 in the first, 25-15, a second set win by number 10, Wisconsin. Intermission report coming up next on the Wisconsin Badgers Volleyball Radio Network.
What's better than the sound of Wisconsin Badgers volleyball smoking their opponents? That's savoring every win with North and South Seafood and Smokehouse. As a truly American restaurant located right here in Madison, North and South specializes in authentic wood-fired barbecue and freshly prepared seafood. Enjoy any of their 3 locations, Madison, Verona, or DeForest, or serve the winning meal at home or in the office with their takeout and catering options. Explore the full menu at eatnorthandsouth.com. That's eatnorthandsouth.com.
Evan, Canty, and Michelle are unsportsmanlike.
Top 10 quarterback, 2 dynamic receivers, first and second round draft picks all over the offensive line, 3 really good defensive tackles, a rangy linebacker, a linebacker that specializes in communication, a pretty good corner. They're not there yet. They don't have the Saquon Barkley. From a roster construction standpoint, the Dallas Cowboys look very similar to the Philadelphia Eagles.
Unsportsmanlike. Weekday mornings from 5 to 9 on 100.5 ESPN.
The number 10 ranked Badgers in control over a frisky Iowa team on Senior Day at the UW Fieldhouse. First set winners 25-17, second set winners 25-15. Not a ton going on around the Big Ten, so for this intermission report, we're going to take a look at the Badgers scoreboard across the different disciplines here at UW. Starting with the women's cross country team, they took 26th place at the national championships. Congratulations to that program. The number 7 ranked Wisconsin men's hockey team, they claim a sweep over the number 1 ranked Michigan Spartans. Massive things happening for Mike Hastings' squad. That hockey team is going to be dangerous this season. And last but certainly not least, another home-ranked upset win for the Badgers football team. Luke Fickell and company on senior night beat Brett Bielema and the Illinois Fighting Illini 27 2:10 as the students storm the field, and now it's on to Minnesota and getting the Axe back, heading into 2026 with some positive momentum for Wisconsin football. Now, speaking of positive momentum, the Badgers look to close it out next against the Hawkeyes. We send it back to the Fieldhouse. John Arias, Pete Waite. Next, you're listening to Wisconsin Badgers Volleyball.
It takes a team to meet just about any goal, and that's as true on the football field as it is in the office. So it's good to know that you have the Gordon Flesh Company on your side. For more than 60 years, GFC has provided cutting-edge office technology for companies of all sizes, and as the nation's largest Canon dealer, GFC delivers the latest office technology, service, and is supported by the most experienced professionals in the industry. That's business technology managed. Visit gflesh.com to learn more.
Time out on the field. Let's bring in Gina Della from Pella. What's the winning game plan this month?
Wayne, a whole house of new windows for as low as $297 a month with 0% interest for up to 60 months.
Wow, that's a drive you can sustain for years. No penalties, no extra interest.
And unlike opponents, Pella Windows and Doors of Wisconsin actually stops the drafts.
Don't sit on the sidelines, folks. Make your move today at PellaWI.com.
Service restrictions apply. It's 130.25.
Every rally,
Big point goes to Wisconsin.
That was a great rally.
every block,
Stopped at the net. The great goal of Wisconsin right there.
every kill.
Sharp cross-court overpass, and there's Carter Booth cleaning up the overpass.
This is Wisconsin Badgers Volleyball on the ESPN Wisconsin app and the Wisconsin Badgers Volleyball Radio Network. Presented by Steinhoffels and Pella Windows and Doors of Wisconsin. Live from the heart of campus at the UW Fieldhouse, the Badgers host the Iowa Hawkeyes.
25-17, Wisconsin prevails in the first, 25-15 in the second. And the 10th-ranked Badgers lead Iowa 2-0 here on Senior Day. That last set, Wisconsin hit 469 while holding Iowa under 200 at 188. 5 more kills from Mimi Collier in the second set. She leads all attackers today. 15 kills, no errors, 26 attack attempts, Pete, and a .577 hitting percentage for the senior here on senior night.
Yeah, and there are 3 other teammates who have only 1 error so far, so there's high hitting percentages for sure. Badgers are feeling good. They want their seniors to go out today on a great note. Again, they'll be playing in the postseason, but this is big where everybody's here to honor the seniors, and the underclassmen want to play for them and do their best and make it fun for them.
Carter Booth, 6 kills, hitting .625. Alicia Andrew has 3 kills, 4 errors, and the other Badger senior, Jada Chernelia, played in that last set, got an assist, also got to serve. Here's Una Vajic into the net to start set number 3. Service error off the bat for the Badgers. It's 1-0 Iowa. Wisconsin finished with a sweep earlier this season of the Hawkeyes in Iowa City. Trying for another one here today. As the serve finds Egan. Tight pass. Furbringer, set her dump down. So Charlie Furbringer gets active around the net. That's her 3rd kill this afternoon.
I'm pretty sure 2 of those 3 came from Egan passing the ball right on target where she wants it.
So 1-1 your score. Here's Wardlow back behind the service line. Takes one dribble of the volleyball up near the left back. Woo. Good heat behind that serve. Pass off to the left, brought back in play by Ward. Now a free ball to Wisconsin. Egan to Furbringer. The slide to Andrew. She connects for the kill. Allie Andrew makes it 2-1.
Wardlow really has a pace on those serves that passers just have trouble adjusting to. And another thing, she's serving straight across past her own middle blockers, outside hitters, so that there's bodies the opponents have to look through. But it's coming fast.
Here's Wardlow. Again, this one touches the top of the tape. Amaral sets it left side for Warden, and she stopped at the net. Charlie Furbringer right there with Alicia Andrew, and the Badgers block makes it 3-1.
Great decision by Charlie and where she set up, got her hands across the net. Andrew was actually late getting out there, so it was virtually a one-on-one block.
3-1 Wisconsin. Badgers serving left to right. Again, it's Wardlow. Wow, that one was fast. Amaral setting, pipe for Van Sant, going wide toward the left sideline of Wisconsin. Hitting error, and now the Badgers lead it by 3.
Yeah, Van Sant, great athlete, but just a bit out of control. That's 6 kills, 5 errors. She's only hitting .048.
Here's Wardlow. Serving from zone 5, goes cross court. Pass to the right sideline, Amaral. Sets for Van Sant, block touch, and it's good. Amaral fading away out of bounds past the right sideline with that set, and it's 4-2.
That time the setter, Amaral, got pushed all the way to the right side of the court and had to just chuck it up to the high middle court, but Van Sant did a good job up against the triple block and just tooled it off the top and deep out of bounds.
Wisconsin looking for its 10th straight win in the series against the Iowa Hawkeyes. Up 4-2 in the third set. Here's Amaral. She went to La Follette High School in Madison, the setter for Iowa. Perfect pass from Una. Middle attack, climbing the ladder is Allie Andrew, and swatting one down for the kill is the Badger senior.
Yeah, Andrew isn't really a power hitter. She just gets up there and swings fast, pops it, tries to get it past the middle blocker, and the Hawkeyes weren't able to dig that one.
Addie Horner comes in to serve for Furbringer. 5-2 Wisconsin third set. The Badgers lead this match 2-0. Here's Horner. Back row. Pass finds Amaral. Right side McGrew into the Badgers block. It's popped up once, twice, and now McGrew with the backwards bump. Free ball to Wisconsin. Horner setting to the left side. There's Collier splitting the defense, and she'll crank out another kill. Number 16 today for Mimi Collier.
You know, it's good to see Horner back on the court, and the Badgers have a chance to get her in there. They've won 2 games pretty easily here, and she gets even more experience out there.
Barrett handles on serve receive for Iowa. Warden left side, powerful shot near the end line. Grabbed by Weigich, past the end line, picked up by Simon. Up front with the bump set, pushed over by Collier. Now Warden attacks off the platform with Simon, high into the air, again past the end line. Una with a backwards bump set over to Collier, off speed. Dug back row by Moisio. Iowa goes to the right pin. McGrew cranks out a kill. Turns on it off the Badgers block, and it's 6-3, Wisconsin with the lead.
Yeah, nice rally that time. You know, like you said, freshman right side's doing a good job just tooling the block on that one and getting some good court time.
So right now, 6-3 Wisconsin in the third set. Badgers wait for this serve, handled by Simon. Furbringer on the run from the back row. Back sets right side, there's Collier. Dig goes off the video board and drops down. Moisio was right there along with the middle blocker Stojanovic, but that was coming back fast at him off the video board.
Yeah, Simon's pass took Charlie to about the 10-foot line. She back set it, so it's not an easy one for Collier to see it coming over her left shoulder, but she just took a swing at it, hit it hard enough where the defenders played it off the bottom of the scoreboard and came down pretty fast. The libero couldn't get to it.
17 kills now for Collier, and is that an ace? No, just out of bounds from Mimi. Didn't know if one of the Hawkeyes passers touched that or not. They did not. 7-4 Wisconsin third set. Here's Stojanovic. 6'3" sophomore from Serbia. It was interesting in pregame lineups. Una Weigich went over to give Stojanovic a hug after Weigich was introduced. Right side by Egan. And that one deflects off the Iowa block, and Grace Egan has now reached double figures. 10 of them today for Egan.
And only one hitting error so far, so a great night for afternoon for Egan.
So here's Kristen Simon with the Badgers doubling up the Hawkeyes right now. And an 8-4 score to the back row. Iowa goes to the middle, pushed down by Winningstall in front of Furbringer on the right back. It's 8-5.
You know, when Iowa's run the middle, they've run it well and scored quite a bit, but they haven't been passing well enough to have the setter near the net and being able to find her hitters, her middle hitters.
By the way, back to Egan for a second, Pete. First time in double figures in kills since the Florida match at the end of the non-conference back on September 21st. And then it's just kind of snapped down by Carter Booth in the middle there for Wisconsin. And the Badger senior up to 7 kills, and it's 9-5.
You know, Egan recently has been coming off the injury, obviously, but looking better each match, and that's just the confidence. You know, when you've hurt your knee especially, it's hard to go full bore right away, but she's looking better all the time.
Egan with the good serve there. Is Iowa going to get the second ball? Finally, Van Sant does, and they're able to give over a free ball. Slide attack for Booth. Played off the net by the Hawkeyes. Now Van Sant with the push inside the Booth block. Dug by Una. Pass to attack, and there is Weigich looking for a touch. Hitting it out. No touch. Will we see a challenge? Badgers team trying to convince their head coach to give a challenge, and now he finally does.
When one player puts a hand up in the form of a C, he doesn't do anything. When 4 or 5 do, it's like, all right, I'll challenge it.
Wisconsin is challenging block touch.
So the entire team saying, hey, we want to take a look at that. And then Coach Sheffield said, okay, let's go take a look at that one. This will be our third challenge of the match. Iowa used the first two and went 1-1 in challenges. So right now the scoreboard in the third set has the Badgers up by 3 at 9-6, but that could be 10-5 depending on whether or not they get this challenge to go their way. Wisconsin hitting .494, Pete, in this match so far. 48 kills, 8 errors, 81 attack attempts. Iowa hitting .197. And the stat line by Mimi Collier, the longer and longer it keeps going, the more and more ridiculous it starts to look, in a good way for Badgers. 17 kills, 30 swings, no errors.
Yeah, and the Badgers really only have 3 blocks for points right now. And actually Iowa has 5, so Badgers are doing it by serving tough or hitting tough enough where they're getting free balls back, and then they're scoring off of those free balls. So it's not a blocking day for them, but it's a great serving and offensive day.
After review, call stand, Iowa point. Wisconsin loses the challenge.
All right, there you go. Unsuccessful. Coach Sheffield listened to the entire team and weren't maybe able to pick it up on video, but 9-6. Badgers have 1 challenge remaining the rest of this match unless we go to 5. Van Sant into the net. Ball don't lie, is that the proper
it
place
happens
for that?
a lot, doesn't it?
Mm-hmm. Here's Una, serving from zone 1. Left to right, drops it over. Tight pass, Amaral, setter dump, good. Threw it over with the left hand, and that's what she's known for. 1.4 kills per set this season for the Iowa setter.
That's her 4th kill, no errors, and she's really good both in her setting, her location, and being able to attack and score.
One of the 2 liberos for Iowa. This is Lavin, punches it over. Badgers out of system. Egan and Simon collided on serve receive. Free ball to Iowa. Amaral tries another one. Una right there to pick it up. Left side, bouncing off the block. It's Collier. Picked up by the Hawks to the left side. Warden splits the block off Egan. It's good. It's a net violation. It's all Iowa on that one. 10-8 point Hawkeyes.
I think Amaral's kind of thinking, if you guys can't score, I'm going to just score and I'll throw it down. And she didn't score that one, but the Badgers had a scramble for it. Gave Iowa the free ball. Iowa scored.
Lavin again. Simon and Egan again. A little miscommunication. They collide. Slide tipped by Booth. Kept alive by the Hawkeyes. Down ball at Simon. Guides it to Furbringer. Sets it to the left pin. There's Collier. Van Sant has the dig middle back. Warden left side. Up and over the block. Touched by Collier. And then Furbringer throws it over left hand to the back left corner. A lot of hang time on that attack, and it finally dropped inbounds.
Yeah, it's another sign of a great setter who's not only got the, throw it down to the ground inside the 10-foot line or set it over with 2 hands, but she's got it to the deep shot to the corner because the defense sees her tight like that. They'll creep in and they'll leave that corner open.
Now 11-8, Wisconsin 4th kill from Furbringer. Service error by Wardlow. That one well out of play. Charlie Furbringer's stat line, 37 assists, 9 digs, and 4 kills. And this ties her season high. She's 1 off tying her career high in kills, is Furbringer.
And both setters are tied today with 4 kills, no errors.
Serve finds Vajegic. Tight pass to Furbringer. Line drive pass, I should say. And then Collier gets it in. Right near the end line, deep and in, 12-9.
She popped that one from the left side pin. Landed right on the end line.
3-point Wisconsin lead. That's 18 kills now from Collier. Here's Horner serving from the right back. Right hand, deep and out. Moisio backed out of the way of that one on serve receive, the libero for Iowa.
Yeah, and that for Horner, she makes a service there. She's out. She's just serving specialist right now. So the last time she was in, she was able to, the team got a few points. She got a few serves. This time it's 1 and done.
12-10 Wisconsin, up 2-0, leading in the 3rd set. Una shares it up front for Furbringer, left side, tool shot good from Grace Egan. She's up to 11 kills.
Yeah, just, again, fast arm off the right side blocker's hands. It's just hard to control for a blocker.
Yeah, Egan last had 11 kills back in that Florida match on the 21st of September, if you remember. Here's the serve by Collier. Left side attack by Van Sant, dug by Mimi. On the left sideline, bump set to the left pin. Cut shot by Una is dug. Left side, Van Sant turns down the line and goes wide.
Yeah, she just kind of over-rotated, hitting that line shot, and pulled it left by about a foot and a half.
18 kills, an assist, a block, 5 digs for Collier, hitting .545. Doesn't have an ace yet. Serves back row. Amaral setting it right side for McGrew. Back denied by the Badgers block. Left side, Van Sant. Block touch. Up front to Furbringer. Back row to Collier, cleared for takeoff. And Mimi Collier torches one to the back row of Iowa for another kill.
Yeah, that's brutal for a defense to try to deal with that. It was a free ball pass on the money. It would look like Andrew might get set a quick set in the middle, and then Charlie goes to the back row attack. So the wing blockers are stuck out there. They can't come and help. Collier bombs it from the back row.
Timeout on the floor. Third set here from the UW Fieldhouse. 10th ranked Wisconsin leads Iowa by a score of 15-10, up 2 sets to none. And we'll be back with more on the Wisconsin Badgers Volleyball Radio Network.
Matt LePay for Steinhoffels. Steinhoffels is a proud partner of Wisconsin Athletics. Since 1934, Steinhoffels has been Wisconsin's furniture and mattress destination for quality, selection, and service. For over 90 years, Steinhoffels has helped Wisconsinites create the homes of their dreams and is 100% employee-owned. Steinhoffels has the largest selection of all the latest styles and all the best mattress brands. You'll find something for every style and every budget. Shop in-store or online at steinhoffels.com. Relax, it's Steinhoffels.
Pro Volleyball is back in Madison. The 2026 Love Madison schedule is here. Setter of the Year Lauren Carlini and hometown favorite Claire Chaussee return to the court, ready to lead a powerhouse lineup of world-class talent. Get ready for non-stop action. Every serve, every volley, and every win, right here in Madison. Don't miss your chance to be a part of the unforgettable moments all season long. Visit lovb.com to check out the full schedule and secure your seats today. Volleyball is the next major league.
3-0 scoring run from 10th ranked Wisconsin. John Arias and Pete Waite with you here. It's senior day at the Fieldhouse, and the Badgers lead Iowa by a score of 15-10. Here's Collier back behind the line following the media timeout. 19 kills today for Collier. Serve back row at Iowa. Amaral, quick set middle. Stojanovic rips one down. Quick arm there by the middle blocker, and it's 15-11. Stops the 3-0 Badgers run.
Yeah, Stojanovic, that's her third kill, no errors so far. But again, the middles aren't hurting the Badgers because Iowa's not setting the middle very much.
.360 attack percentage this season for Stojanovic. This one off the top of the net, flopped over. Furbringer has it on serve receive. Right side, Egan spins one off the block, and it's dug back row. McGrew, backwards bump set that goes over to the Badgers. Now left side, tip up and down. It's good for Una Vaagates to zone 2.
Yeah, McGrew on the right side had her back turned to the court. She had to go, chase the ball down a little bit, but she just back set it to the Badgers, gave them a free ball. And that's a freshman, and she'll learn that. Give it to your own team. That's the goal, not the opponent.
Yeah, you want your team to score. 16-11. Here's Simon serving from the left back, cross court, some pace behind that one. Amaral from the back row. Over left side, Van Sant, and then Una tries to get it up into the air with the right hand, but it went well high into the stands, probably the highest we've seen all season.
Yeah, that was pretty funny. She just kind of spun and whipped her arm at it, and then she hit it up past the first layer of seats up into the middle of the upper section there. Yeah. So, yeah, that was good.
A little bit more on that one. She might have been touching the upper deck. Overpass, Van Sant, yes. Iowa gets the point, third set, but the Badgers lead by 3.
So even though we laughed a little bit about what Una did, here's Iowa. They're 3 points away still. They're back here. They're clawing away to keep this day alive for themselves.
Here's Marquardt, best server for the Hawkeyes this season. Zips it in at Furbringer. Good pass, though, and then it's chopped down the line by Grace Egan. She just kind of snaps that right hand down the line for a kill.
Yeah, that was a little low and tight to the right side for Egan, but she still got there and just kind of poked it, popped it and she found a way to get it past the block.
4-point Badgers lead. Egan with her 12th kill. Now she's serving. Right hand over. Amaral jump sets to the right side. Whittingstall off Egan. Saved by Charlie and put back over by Grace. And then Amaral turns on one. Booth was ready, but Amaral gets it right down the front of the Badgers. Block for the kill.
Yeah, I would say Booth was not quite ready. I mean, at 6'7", if that ball comes near the net in that setter's front row, you keep your hands above the net. I mean, she can stand there and keep her hands above the net. But she had her hands down, and that's all the time it took. She was late getting her hands up there, and Amaral scored.
Egan's pass goes over and out off the serve from Van Sant. An ace by Iowa. And like you said, Pete, just a 2-point differential here in the third.
Yep, this is not where the Badgers want to be right now.
Wisconsin's hitting .545 in the third. Iowa, .261. Serve receive Egan. Spins the pass to Charlie. Long string to the left. And Una comes out of nowhere from the left side and cracks a kill. Had a lot of power behind that one.
Yeah, important side out. The Badgers are not passing real well. Maybe I was serving a little tougher. Charlie had to come to the 10-foot line, chuck it to the outside, but nice pace. Una got in there and popped it off the top of the block.
18-15. Here's Vajic, right hand over. Moisio's pass finds Amaral. Right side, Whittingstall. Good. Some pop as Whittingstall cracks a cross-court kill for the Hawkeyes.
And she's doing well. 5 kills, no errors, hitting 500 on the day.
The other libero, Emily Lavin, the redshirt sophomore from Brookfield, Wisconsin, serving at the Badgers. Left side set. Oh, Mimi Collier, good again, as she has another kill. Number 20 this afternoon for Collier.
The way she swings and scores, you would think there's not a block up there trying to stop her. You know, it's just like there's nothing. And the best hitters just can see it really well, see where the holes are, see where the sides are, see where the tops are, and they find a way to score every time. 9th
time this season with 20 or more kills in a match. She's at 20 today. Amaral setting it up. Back row Van Sant. Dug by Egan. Furbringer waits for the dig. Sets to the left side. And there is number 21 from Collier as she hammers it off the block of Iowa. Badgers reach the red zone in the third. They're up by 4, 20-16.
And where Charlie likes to spread the offense out, she knows they're, it was a 2-point game. Who am I going to set? Let's find Collier.
Collier just a few matches removed from 24 kills in 3 sets as that serve goes toward the left corner but out of bounds from Wisconsin's Natalie Wardlow. Yeah, the 24 kills against Illinois for Collier, second most ever in a 3-set match under 25-point rally scoring. She's got 21 today. The Badgers need 5 points for a sweep. Amaral serving from zone 1. Hops it over. Left side, power tip. Down by Collier. Got pinball around. Might have been kept alive, but eventually it falls to the floor.
For a 22nd kill.
21-17 Wisconsin. Here's Furbringer behind the service line. Remember, stay around here on the broadcast. A lot to get to on the post-match show, including the Senior Day ceremony for Wisconsin. Furbringer floats it to the left back of the Big Ten logo. Back set, right side, McGrew cranks out a kill. McGrew just kind of waits, and then once she delivers, she just gets it all going.
Freshman out of Florida. Looks like she'll have a good career ahead of her.
Just under 2 kills per set this season in 22 sets played. This is her 23rd. 21-18, 3-point lead for Wisconsin. Hand pass, Egan to Furbringer. Back set, right side. Mimi Collier just collecting kills left and right.
I'm sure Charlie doesn't know about this, number she's at, 22 kills, no errors. But she knows to feed her, and let's get out of here and get to the senior ceremonies.
That's actually number 23 now for Collier. Hitting .605. Collier serves down the right sideline. Warden's pass backwards near the end line. Brought back in play with a bump set. Van Sant with a tip. Net is moving. Here's Furbringer. Back setting right side. Egan. Block touch. Picked up Moisio. Now Iowa goes to Van Sant. A push cross court. Una right there. Back set Egan on the right. Cross court wide. Second hitting error of the match for Grace Egan. 22-19, the Badgers lead late in the third, trying for a sweep today of the Iowa Hawkeyes.
Yeah, and for Egan, not many errors. So it's just her second error of the day. Hitting error of the day.
Stojanovic serving. Off the top of the net, handled by Simon on serve receive. Gives it up front to Furbringer, and Alicia Andrew takes care of the rest in the middle.
Like Charlie found her right in her wheelhouse that time. She came through with a little more power than we usually see.
Simon serving, 23-19. Head coach Kelly Sheffield goes right up to Simon. Gives her some instructions in her ear. Serving from the left back cross court. It's an ace. I don't know what he said to her.
Oh, it's easy. Just say, hey, get an ace.
But it works.
It's that signal. Usually numbers, it's like ace. Ace. Show them an ace.
It's match point in Madison.
Show our viewers. It's an ace.
Watch on announcer cam. Simon serving at Van Sant. Match point here for the Badgers. Poked over Whittingstall. Badgers grab it. Over to Egan on the right side. Cross court dug by Amaral. Now the set for Van Sant. She'll push it. Grab by Una. Middle attack. Carter Booth, the senior, finishes it here today. It's a senior day sweep for Wisconsin. The Badgers defeat the Iowa Hawkeyes in 3 sets. 25-17, 25-15, and 25-19. And with the victory, Wisconsin now 15-3 this season in the Big Ten. They are 22-4 overall.
Yeah, nice job by the Badgers today. Iowa hung in there for a while, and they played a lot of 5-set matches, but we weren't thinking it was going to go 5 today. And the Badgers did a good job for their seniors. Played a nice, clean game in a lot of ways. Collier with 23 kills, no errors. Crazy good again. So nice win for the Badgers on Senior Day.
Wisconsin wins it. We'll have the Senior Day ceremony coming up next on the Postmatch show on the Wisconsin Badgers Volleyball Radio Network.
At Smith Roofing and Exteriors, we're proud to be Southern Wisconsin's locally owned and operated roofing experts. We deliver top-quality roofing, siding, and gutter services with a true commitment to craftsmanship and customer satisfaction. Licensed, insured, and focused on clear communication, we build exterior solutions made for Wisconsin's toughest weather. Visit SmithRoofingExteriors.com today for your free estimate and experience the difference local expertise makes.
The holidays bring sparkle and light to the season. The same way Goodman's Jewelers has been bringing the sparkle with our custom pieces since 1933. Generations have relied on our trust, service, and selection. This holiday, shop local. Shop Goodman's Jewelers in the heart of Madison, touching hearts with Goodman's sparkle and light. 220 State Street. Find our extended holiday hours at goodmansjewelers.com.
The best is at Goodman's.
And welcome back to the Fieldhouse. John Arias, Pete Waite with you. Time for today's Senior Day ceremony. Let's take a listen to PA announcer Bonnie Olson.
And lead this program both on and off the court. However, their journey brought them to the Fieldhouse. This year's senior class has made an impact not only on the Badger program, but in the community. Please welcome volleyball manager Vince Naiman. Vince has been a member of the Badger family for the past 3 years, bringing an unmatched energy, a positive vibe to each and every day of practice. Plus, that guy has a pretty great singing voice, too. Accompany Vince by his mom, Melissa, and dad, Steve, and brother, Lance. Let's hear it for Vince Naiman. Our first senior honoree is Jada Chernelia. Jada returned to her home and joined the Badgers program for her final collegiate season, joining 4 years at Northern Illinois beforehand. Jada embodies everything that it means to be a Badger, growing up connected to this campus. Always showing up to the Fieldhouse with a smile and glowing personality, Jada has been a top-notch teammate and spirit for the Badgers in 2025. Jada's joined by her parents, Aaliyah, a former Badger volleyball player, and Mike Chernelia, a UW grad. Badger fans, let's hear it for number 13, Jada Chernelia. Up next is Mimi Collier. While she only donned the red and white for 1 season, Mimi has emerged as one of the best outside hitters in program history. On pace to shatter multiple program records in 1 season, Mimi has brought an unmatched energy and positive spirit to the Fieldhouse. She's a 3-time AVCA All-American and 2022 AVCA National Freshman of the Year, putting together a storied career that will conclude as a Badger. Joining Mimi are her parents Nicole and Jeff Collier, her brother Kellen, and her sister Chloe. Badger fans, number 17, Mimi Collier. Our third senior honoree is Alicia Andrew. After 4 strong seasons at Baylor, Allie joined the Badgers for her final season. A staple in the middle, Allie brought a steady presence to the UW and a continued and long-lasting tradition of the Badger block. Allie began her career by tying a career-best 10 blocks against Kansas at the Kohl Center and has played every set ever since. Joining Allie are her parents, Rachel and Dan Andrew, and her brother, William. Badger fans, number 17, Alicia Andrew. Our last senior, but certainly not least, is Carter Booth. Carter has been a part of the Badgers program for 3 seasons, leading UW to an NCAA Final Four and Elite 8 appearance. As a co-captain this season, Carter has started in every match and represents what it means to be a Badger both on and off the court. Carter is a 3-time All-Big Ten awardee, departing from Wisconsin as one of the most prolific middle blockers in program history. From the middle, she holds the program record for most blocks and blocks per set in an individual season. Walking with Carter are her parents, Keisha and Calvin Booth. Badger fans, number 52, Carter Booth. To a senior class that will be etched forever in the Fieldhouse's rich history, we thank you for your immense contributions both on and off the court. Badger fans, let's hear it one more time for our 25-26 senior class.
And there you go, Badger seniors. And the manager, Vince, as well, being honored and recognized here post-match as Wisconsin ends up with a sweep over the Iowa Hawkeyes. We'll take a break. We'll hear from Gary Waite coming up next. Run through some numbers for you on the post-match show, too, on the Wisconsin Badgers Volleyball Radio Network.
It's all about the green and gold and nonsense on Kyle, Brust, and Nordman.
We're obviously discussing this Green Bay Packers team and the inconsistencies, and if you believe that it's fixable in the middle of the season,
hashtag Team Kyle. I saw it on YouTube. Hashtag Team Kyle. I love it.
Kyle, Brust, and Nordman. Presented by Bud Light, the official beer of the NFL. Weekdays from 2 till 4 on 100.5 ESPN and the ESPN Wisconsin app.
Volleyball fans know value, and at Wisconsin Surplus Online Auction, we deliver value all over the court every single day. From trucks to trailers, antiques to assets, we can help you buy and sell your items. Plus, it's all online and hassle-free. We're family-owned, reliable, and trusted because our team at Wisconsin Surplus Online Auction is dedicated to ensuring our customers rally and win big every time. Get off the bench and set yourself up for success. Visit WisconsinSurplus.com to bid, buy, sell today. That's WisconsinSurplus.com.
The holidays bring sparkle and light to the season. The same way Goodman's Jewelers has been bringing the sparkle with our custom pieces since 1933. Generations have relied on our trust, service, and selection. This holiday, shop local. Shop Goodman's Jewelers in the heart of Madison, touching hearts with Goodman's sparkle and light. 220 State Street. Find our extended holiday hours at goodmansjewelers.com.
The best is at Goodman's.
'Tis the season to be planning your holiday events. Whether it's a party for 10 or 10,000, Celebrations has the sound, video, lighting, special effects, and custom-themed decor to make it the best party ever. Hi, it's Jeffrey from Celebrations Entertainment. With us on your team, your holiday or New Year's party will be easy to plan and super fun to attend. DJs, casino games, lighting, and photo booths are just the beginning at celebrationsentertainment.com. That's celebrationsentertainment.com.
This is the Wisconsin Badgers Volleyball Radio Network.
Hawkeyes drops it to the back left corner for an ace.
Presented by Steinhoffels.
And welcome back to the Fieldhouse. Wisconsin beats Iowa in 3 sets. John Arias and Pete Waite now joined by the Badgers' Gary Waite to talk about this one. Wisconsin ending that 3rd set on a 3-0 run, and of course the senior ending it. Carter Booth today on senior day. The 4 Badger seniors just being recognized. Pretty cool to, go out on a win and have Carter end it. See Jada get into the match too, and a good win here to end the regular season at home.
Yeah, you saw a lot of the team contribute today in different ways. Some of the subs we were doing, kind of some of the offense and defensive subs. All the seniors being able to have an impact. I thought Allie did a good job of responding after making some early errors on her attacking. I thought Carter played another good match. I think that's one of the things you're hoping is that as she's been going through her career, that each match is getting better. I don't know of too many attackers that take 38 swings in a match, have 23 kills, and have 0 attack errors. I mean, just Mimi being able to take really good swings. I thought overall she did a really good job just getting her feet to the ball. And you can do a lot of things in that space, and she did a really good job with that. I thought Charlie was finding her a little bit in the back row. Like the wrinkle Charlie threw in was setting Una back behind out of the back row when they were trying to overplay the quick. Just some good stuff as the match was going on. I think serving, we were probably average most of the match. I think there was some space there that we were kind of missing. So just we've got to continue to clean that up as you're heading into the last couple matches of the regular season. I mean, you've had dominating outside. Sarah Franklin comes to mind first off, but Mimi Collier here, the 9th time this season, she's had 20 or more kills. What does it mean to your team when you can just keep feeding her? Like you said, without a hitting error today, it's a season-high hitting percentage at .605. Not her career best, but season. Let's keep going. Let's keep setting her if she's going to hit like that. If you've got the advantage, you want to continue to exploit it until a team can find a way to adjust against it. I mean, tonight we weren't just trying to set her as many balls as probably what we ended up doing. I think our passing was we were bringing Charlie a little bit off the net. We were probably around 9 to 11 feet, a lot more than we wanted to be. I think early on we were really good, and then they got some good serves and seams. And I think between Egan and Simon, there were some really good serves, and so we had a couple balls that were off the net where you have to go to the outside, and those were definitely in the rotations when Mimi was front row, so you're definitely giving her those balls. But when you're out of system, can you still take good swings? And most hitters out of system, even a good hitting percentage is just north of 100, probably around 150 for an outside of hitting out of system. But, I mean, if she's hitting 605 on a match, you're probably much higher than 150 out of system, which is a really, really elite number. And that's what makes her special, is her ability to work when she's only got one block or even when they're triple blocking, which is what they did tonight a little bit against her.
You've mentioned Charlie a couple times. When she went to Una in the back row right twice in a row in the same rally, which was great. But then we talk about her location and her tempo and everything like that and her accuracy. Talk about her mental side of her game, that she's thinking through so much of these things and knows where the blockers are, where she should go, where she's going to make the opponents be, off guard and out of balance. Yeah. So the first set, a lot of the times in the first set, you're just trying to feel out what's the scheme your opponent's doing against you. And I think early on the match was pretty close in that first set. Because we were kind of setting into what their scheme ended up being. And then I think Charlie did a good job with Lauren and Kelly. All right, here's what we're identifying. Here's where their middle is shifting. So you're going to want to work kind of probably away from your quick attacker or to the back row, because that's where the gaps are going to be, or the one-on-ones. And so I think that's one of the things that she specialized, is like, all right, here's what the game plan initially. All right, let's see what they're doing. Let's work through that. And then as things adjust, can you not be overwhelmed with that information, but be able to execute on it and still be able to serve and dig and transition and all that kind of space without the information overwhelming you. And that's just the growth you're seeing from Charlie from year 1 to year 2. How important was it to get Grace Egan going? This is her first match. She's had 10 or more kills in a match since the end of the non-conference against Florida. Yeah, she did a really good job of kind of working space. The block was a little bit more inside because they were looking to help on the quick or the back row, and so she exploited down the line really well. Still hitting over 500. I mean, I thought all of our attackers, for the most part, did a good job of attacking the high hands of the block. And so when you get up into that space, you can get a lot of long tool shots or outside edges rather than kind of pulling down. Now, they still ended up with 5 blocks, so almost just under 2%. But for overall, I thought our attackers were just doing a good job of attacking high space.
Final weekend of the regular season. You'll finish it on the road against Northwestern in Minnesota, and then it's tournament time. I mean, how do you approach the final two?
The one thing as a coach speak you would say is you're just trying to get better week to week, and that's always something we're looking at. And then what are the things that we know in the NCAA tournament you've got to be really good at? And can we make sure as we're in practice getting better for Northwestern, getting better for Minnesota, building on the capabilities that we have? What wrinkles can we add into our system? We're not just looking to fine-tune. We're looking to how can we continue to grow? How can we continue to maximize what we are? We're going to have 2 good matches on the road. Northwestern's usually tough at home. It's a different environment there when you're talking the Wednesday before Thanksgiving, so a lot of people are usually in town to be at that type of match in their neighborhood. And then a great border battle with Minnesota. We've had some epic battles up there in their arena, and I would expect nothing less from them. I mean, they're a team that's probably looking to see if they can get into hosting the opening rounds of the NCAA tournament. And even battling through all the injuries that they've had, they're competitive in every match. They're definitely one of the toughest serving teams in the conference. And so you got to continue to be pushing through the finish line rather than coasting into that finish line. And are you a sprinter that's running through the tape, or are you just kind of laying up? We want to be a team that sprints. We want to be running forward. And then selection show is Sunday, so the team will be here on Sunday. We'll give them Saturday off. Selection show Sunday night. I'd probably say where we are at in the RPI, we probably got a good shot at hosting here that opening weekend, but that's barring us finishing out the season the correct way. So it should be an exciting NCAA tournament as always, and it's an exciting finish to the Big Ten.
All right, thanks, Gary.
Thank you, guys.
All right, that is the Director of Player Personnel and Analytics, Gary Waite, with our post-match interview as the Badgers win in 3 sets over the Iowa Hawkeyes. We'll come back, look at the numbers, wrap things up here from the Fieldhouse 2 on the Wisconsin Badgers Volleyball Radio Network.
Every event tells a story, from the first impression to the final moments. Have someone guide your guests through every chapter the way you want the story told. Hi, it's Jeffrey from Celebrations Entertainment. With a strong presence, great voices, and an award-winning team, trust us to guide, direct, and inform your guests through all the different chapters of the day. For fun, memorable entertainment for any event, please visit us at celebrationsentertainment.com. That's celebrationsentertainment.com.
When it comes to your career, most companies want you to be interested in them. At Northwestern Mutual, their mutual interest is you. That's why they listen to your career goals, plan the steps to get there, and work side by side all along the way. To learn more about career opportunities, search for Northwestern Mutual Southern Wisconsin online or call 608-836-3080. That's 608-836-3080. The Northwestern Mutual Life Insurance Company, Milwaukee, Wisconsin.
You're listening to Wisconsin Badgers Volleyball on 100.5 ESPN and the ESPN Wisconsin app. Brought to you by Northwestern Mutual of Southern Wisconsin.
Senior Day win for the 10th-ranked Wisconsin Badgers. John Arias and Pete Waite with you. Wisconsin in that first set led by as many as 8 points, hit 500. The big run was a 4-0 run. It happened late in the first. It was 18-15 before the Badgers put 4 in a row on the board. They then led it 22-15. 10 kills from Mimi Collier in the opening set. Wisconsin won at 25-17. In the second set, a big 8-0 run came when it was tied at 8, and that just blew it wide open. 16-8, the Badgers would take the lead. They would not look back. Hit 469 in the second. 5 more from Mimi Collier. We got to see senior Jada Chernelia check into that match. Serve behind the line for the Badgers, also got an assist. Then in the third set, Wisconsin's offense cranked it up to 562 with their hitting percentage, while Iowa hits 267. Grace Egan reached double figures in that third set. Badgers ended the set on a 3-0 run and won it 25-19. And Pete, the final numbers, Wisconsin hits 510. 510. 61 kills, 102 swings, 9 errors. 510. Iowa hits 228 today with 30 kills, 9 errors off 92 swings. But just that's the number that just leaps off the screen to me right now when I look at that.
Yeah, and that's 7 different Badgers attacking the ball and taking a swing, and with an opponent trying to stop them at the net and defensively. So that's pretty impressive to have that high of a number across the board for the Badger stat line.
A season high as a team, 510, topping the 488 that the Badgers put on the Georgia Tech Yellow Jackets back in early September. So that's remarkable. Assists, 59 for Wisconsin, 28 for Iowa. Digs, 46 for the Badgers, 31 for the Hawkeyes. Checking the Pella windows and doors of Wisconsin block. 3 for the Badgers, 5 for Iowa. And the Steinhafels ace tracker saw 3 aces behind the line for the UW with 11 errors. Iowa had 1 ace with 2 errors. But, man, what a dominant performance. And, you know, I mean, it was 25-19. Like, the score, it makes it seem like the scores would be like 25-10, 25-12. But Iowa played some pretty good ball at times, I guess.
Yeah, there's a lot of good athletes on the team. You know, the setter we said was, one who attacks a lot, and she was good with everything. Being from La Follette, it was neat. I'm sure she had a lot of family here today. I think she did a great job. So they've got the players, but Wisconsin's just another level up.
Wisconsin wins in 3 sets. Let's take a break, come back, and look at the individual numbers next, then wrap things up here at the Fieldhouse. Badgers a winner on Senior Day, 3 sets to none over the Iowa Hawkeyes on the Wisconsin Badgers Volleyball Radio Network.
ESPN Madison is your home for Wisconsin Badgers volleyball.
Back to the Badgers, right side. There's Alicia Andrew finishing the first set on the slide.
From early season showdowns to a run for the national title. Hear every match this season on 100.5 ESPN and the ESPN Wisconsin app.
Left side, Collier, a no-doubter. She gets another one.
Wisconsin Badgers volleyball on ESPN Madison is presented by Steinhafels and Pella Windows and Doors of Wisconsin. Also brought to you by Gordon Flesh Company and Goodman's Jewelers.
Time out on the field. Let's bring in Gina Della from Pella. What's the winning game plan this month?
Wayne, a whole house of new windows for as low as $297 a month with 0% interest for up to 60 months.
Wow, that's a drive you can sustain for years. No penalties, no extra interest.
And unlike opponents, Pella Windows and Doors of Wisconsin actually stops the drafts.
Don't sit on the sidelines, folks. Make your move today at PellaWI.com.
Service restrictions apply. It's 130.25.
Big numbers for the Badgers offense here this afternoon. John Arias and Pete Waite with you, wrapping things up here from the Postmatch show at the Fieldhouse, this portion of the Postmatch show. Quick check of the Badgers scoreboard. Wisconsin women's basketball up 32-25 at halftime over Detroit Mercy over at the Kohl Center. All right, here today at the Fieldhouse, 25-17, 25-15, 25-19. Badgers end up with a season sweep of the Iowa Hawkeyes, and that is the 11th or 10th, I didn't write it down, 10th or 11th straight win against Iowa. They've won a lot in a row. Maybe Hunter can double check me there. Let's take a look at the individual numbers. First for the visitors from Iowa City, Sharday Van Sant, 33 attack attempts, Pete, 9 kills, 6 errors, hits .091. Then it's their setter tied for second with their middle, Whittingstall and Amaral, each with 5 kills without an error. Amaral, the setter, 21 assists, 10 digs, 5 kills. Whittingstall had 5 kills and 3 blocks, hits .455. But man, Amaral is really sneaky there. She'll do a lot of attacking up front.
Yeah, she's talented. When they got her the ball near the net and she was front row, she attacked well and scored a lot.
Meanwhile, 4 kills from Alyssa Warden. McGrew had 3 kills. She joined the match, I think, in the second or third set with 8 attempts. Stojanovic, 3 kills with a block. Varez had just 1 kill, 2 hitting errors, and hit minus. And Varez had 7 kills against the Badgers last time. She's a pretty good player, but not today against the UW. Their libero, Moisio, who leads the Big Ten in total digs, had 5 of them with 5 assists. All right, Mimi Collier, 9th time this season. She's had 20 or more kills. It's the 3rd most kills in a 3-set match in 25-point rally scoring. 23 kills, no errors, 605. The hitting percentage for Collier was 6 digs, a block, and an assist. Man, Pete, say something about Mimi Collier that you haven't said this season.
One of the best ever in Badger volleyball history. I mean, there's no doubt. She's got to be up there. The numbers she's been putting up, the consistency, the all-around game. She's got everything, and boy, it looks like she's ready to take the Badgers a long way here once the tournament starts.
She needed 11 kills entering today to reach 1,900 for her career and surpass Dana Redke for the 4th spot in the single-season most kills in the Badgers record book. She goes for 23 of them, but she did surpass Redke, who had 438 kills for the 4th spot. So it's now Mimi Collier in 4. Redke gets pushed down to number 5, and now she's chasing Sarah Franklin from 2023 Franklin. 2024 Franklin is the all-time leader at 535. And so Collier puts 23 more on the board. Man, she's going to make it tight. She's going to challenge that number 1 spot by the time this tournament run whenever it does end for the Badgers. But a big match for Mimi Collier here today. After Mimi, it was Grace Egan joining the double-digit club with 12 kills, hitting .556 with 9 digs and an ace. First double figures performance for Grace since September 21st in the game against Florida. Carter Booth had 8 kills, no blocks today. Una Weigate 7 kills, 16 digs from Una. Oh, that's a number that jumps out. That's got to be closing in on a career best. I'll double check that number. Charlie Furbringer, 49 assists, 10 digs, a double-double. Charlie ties her season high with 4 kills. Trinity Shad Series had 1 swing, 1 kill, her second total kill of the year. Addie Horner had an ace and an assist. Kristen Simon had 4 digs, an ace and 3 assists. And Natalie Wardlow was in there with the dig. Jada Chernelia had an assist today for the Badgers as Wisconsin wins it on Senior Day. Pete, how would you wrap things up here? Final thoughts from the Fieldhouse.
A little bit first on the stats. I mean, the Badgers 15 more digs than Iowa. The same number of errors attacking for both teams, 9. But the Iowa Hawkeyes had 30 kills, and the Badgers had 61. 31 more kills on the day. So those are just amazing stats. So overall, the Badgers are as healthy as they've been all year. They're playing well. They're getting depth because they're getting more people in. And I think they're right where they want to be heading into the last couple of matches of the regular season.
Yeah, just 2 left in the regular season, both on the road. On Wednesday, the Badgers will be at Northwestern, 7 p.m. the start time. And then Black Friday, a matchup against Minnesota. That one starts at 8 p.m. on Friday night. You can listen to both of them on the Wisconsin Badgers Volleyball Radio Network. For Pete Waite, I'm John Arias saying so long from the Fieldhouse, where the Badgers are a winner on Senior Day here over the Iowa Hawkeyes. Wisconsin picks up Big Ten win number 14 of the season, 15 of the season rather, now 15-3 in Big Ten play is Wisconsin. We'll send it back off to Riley Yauk, who continues on with the post-match show after this on the Wisconsin Badgers Volleyball Radio Network.
What's better than the sound of Wisconsin Badgers volleyball smoking their opponents? That's savoring every win with North and South Seafood and Smokehouse. As a truly American restaurant located right here in Madison, North and South specializes in authentic wood-fired barbecue and freshly prepared seafood. Enjoy any of their 3 locations, Madison, Verona, or DeForest, or serve the winning meal at home or in the office with their takeout and catering options. Explore the full menu at eatnorthandsouth.com. That's eatnorthandsouth.com.
The holidays bring sparkle and light to the season. The same way Goodman's Jewelers has been bringing the sparkle with our custom pieces since 1933. Generations have relied on our trust, service, and selection. This holiday, shop local. Shop Goodman's Jewelers in the heart of Madison, touching hearts with Goodman's sparkle and light. 220 State Street. Find our extended holiday hours at goodmansjewelers.com.
The best is at Goodman's.
It takes a team to meet just about any goal, and that's as true on the football field as it is in the office. So it's good to know that you have the Gordon Flesh Company on your side. For more than 60 years, GFC has provided cutting-edge office technology for companies of all sizes, and as the nation's largest Canon dealer, GFC delivers the latest office technology, service, and is supported by the most experienced professionals in the industry. That's business technology managed. Visit gflesh.com to learn more.
Pro Volleyball is back in Madison. The 2026 Love Madison schedule is here. Setter of the Year Lauren Carlini and hometown favorite Claire Chaussee return to the court, ready to lead a powerhouse lineup of world-class talent. Get ready for non-stop action. Every serve, every volley, and every win, right here in Madison. Don't miss your chance to be a part of the unforgettable moments all season long. Visit lovb.com to check out the full schedule and secure your seats today. Volleyball is the next major league.
On the air, on demand, on social, on Wisconsin Sports. Serving Wisconsin sports fans. This is 100.5 ESPN.
A Senior Day sweep, in the words of the voice of the Wisconsin Badgers Volleyball Radio Network, John Arias, as the Badgers take care of business against Iowa on Senior Day. 3-0. Before we continue, let's pause 10 seconds for station identification. This is the Wisconsin Badgers Volleyball Radio Network.
This is Derek Engler. You're listening to a Good Karma Brands radio station, 100.5 ESPN WTLX Monona, Madison.
3-0. The Badgers knock off the Hawkeyes in a sweep on Senior Day at the UW Fieldhouse. First set goes to UW 25-17. Set number 2, 25-15. And finally, the Hawkeyes made it interesting, but ultimately Bucky pulled away 25-19 in set number 3. Senior Carter Booth with the finishing touches on the victory. Very fitting for her. And senior Mimi Collier as well. Also, she was at her dominating best today. In just one set, she tied and then ultimately surpassed Dana Retke for 4th place in single season kills all time in Wisconsin history. Absolutely fantastic work. More detailed breakdown of the match is coming up next. Don't go anywhere. This is the Postmatch show on the Wisconsin Badgers Volleyball Radio Network.
Matt LePay for Steinhoffels. Steinhoffels is a proud partner of Wisconsin Athletics. Since 1934, Steinhoffels has been Wisconsin's furniture and mattress destination for quality, selection, and service. For over 90 years, Steinhoffels has helped Wisconsinites create the homes of their dreams and is 100% employee-owned. Steinhoffels has the largest selection of all the latest styles and all the best mattress brands. You'll find something for every style and every budget. Shop in-store or online at steinhoffels.com. Relax, it's Steinhoffels.
Volleyball fans know value, and at Wisconsin Surplus Online Auction, we deliver value all over the court every single day. From trucks to trailers, antiques to assets, we can help you buy and sell your items. Plus, it's all online and hassle-free. We're family-owned, reliable, and trusted because our team at Wisconsin Surplus Online Auction is dedicated to ensuring our customers rally and win big every time. Get off the bench and set yourself up for success. Visit WisconsinSurplus.com to bid, buy, sell today. That's WisconsinSurplus.com.
When the sun goes.
Badgers win on Senior Day. This is their 10th straight victory over the Iowa Hawkeyes, and in those 10 victories, they have not dropped a single set to the black and gold. Impressive stuff from the Badgers. Let's break down the how it went, so to speak. Starting with set number 1, the Badgers ended up winning the set 25-17. They hit 500, which only helps boost their nation runner-up total in hitting percentage this year with 308. Nebraska, the only team to have a better hitting percentage on the season than Wisconsin. Iowa did have solid net defense early in set number 1, but Wisconsin, for the most part, handled business. They were in control. Mimi had 7 kills and was hitting .478. Just as the team was hitting the first break of the set when the Badgers hit 15 points. Van Zandt for Iowa was held in check. She only hit .111 as the Badgers were in the red zone, and ultimately cruise control from there. Badgers 25-17 in set number 1. Set number 2, Iowa did start strong. It was tied up 8 apiece, and that was when Pete Waite described that he hoped the Badgers weren't getting lulled to sleep by the Hawkeyes, and maybe they heard it. Maybe they were tuned in to the broadcast because the Badgers followed that up with an 8-0 run to force a timeout from Iowa. And that was way too much for the Hawkeyes to overcome. 13 kills, make it 14 kills without an error for Mimi Collier through set number 2. And you had Jada Chernelia. She got to play as well, the senior, one of the 4 seniors honored here today at the Fieldhouse. Very cool to see that. She gets in and immediately logs an assist. Got to be on the stat line. Really awesome to see that for Jada. And the Badgers ended up winning set number 2, 25-15. And in set number 3, back and forth early, Badgers used a 3-0 scoring run to sort of give themselves a breather, an arm's length, if you will, from Iowa to go up 15-10. And ultimately from there, Iowa clawed back to get it to within 2, 17-15. However, the Badgers ultimately just too much today. A 3-0 scoring run to end it, 25-19. Your final in set number 3 as the Badgers completed the sweep. Excellent work all around from Kelly Sheffield's squad. The Badgers held Iowa to a .228 hitting percentage today. We'll hear how they did that coming up next. This is the post-match show on the Wisconsin Badgers Volleyball Radio Network.
When it comes to your career, most companies want you to be interested in them. At Northwestern Mutual, their mutual interest is you. That's why they listen to your career goals, plan the steps to get there, and work side by side all along the way. To learn more about career opportunities, search for Northwestern Mutual Southern Wisconsin online or call 608-836-3080. That's 608-836-3080. The Northwestern Mutual Life Insurance Company, Milwaukee, Wisconsin.
Pro Volleyball is back in Madison. The 2026 Love Madison schedule is here. Setter of the Year Lauren Carlini and hometown favorite Claire Chausset return to the court, ready to lead a powerhouse lineup of world-class talent. Get ready for non-stop action. Every serve, every volley, and every win, right here in Madison. Don't miss your chance to be a part of the unforgettable moments all season long. Visit lovb.com to check out the full schedule and secure your seats today. Volleyball is the next major league.
ESPN Madison is your home for Wisconsin Badgers volleyball.
Back to the Badgers, right side. There's Alicia Andrew finishing the first set on the slide.
From early season showdowns to a run for the national title. Hear every match this season on 100.5 ESPN and the ESPN Wisconsin app.
Left side, Collier, a no-doubter. She gets another one.
Wisconsin Badgers volleyball on ESPN Madison is presented by Steinhoffels and Pella Windows and Doors of Wisconsin. Also brought to you by North and South Seafood and Smokehouse.
Volleyball fans know value, and at Wisconsin Surplus Online Auction, we deliver value all over the court every single day. From trucks to trailers, antiques to assets, we can help you buy and sell your items. Plus, it's all online and hassle-free. We're family-owned, reliable, and trusted because our team at Wisconsin Surplus Online Auction is dedicated to ensuring our customers rally and win big every time. Get off the bench and set yourself up for success. Visit WisconsinSurplus.com to bid, buy, sell today. That's WisconsinSurplus.com.
This is the Wisconsin Badgers Volleyball Radio Network.
Waite drops it to the back left corner for an ace.
Presented by Steinhoffels.
Badgers beat the Hawkeyes 3-0 in a senior day sweep. They improved to 22-4 on the season and 15-3 in Big Ten play. They were stellar defensively, holding Iowa to 228. And now, to see how they did it, let's take a look at the block counter brought to you by Pella Windows and Doors of Wisconsin. Actually, not too many blocks today. Allie Andrew, the senior as well, led with 3 blocks. Charlie Furbringer had 2, and Mimi Collier with 1. I mean, Mimi Collier is just all over the place for the Badgers, doing it all in every facet. Now taking a look at the season leaderboard, Carter Booth still leads the team with an impressive 105 blocks, even though she didn't add any to her total today. Allie Andrew is still in second. Now she's bumped her total up to 98. And Mimi Collier still in a distant third place with 59. The team has 220 and a half. That is your block counter, brought to you by Pella Windows and Doors of Wisconsin. Block out the cold air this fall and winter with Pella. Visit PellaWI.com today and take advantage of 0% interest for 60 months. That's a steal, folks. Make sure you do it before it gets too cold here in Madison and across the state of Wisconsin. The Badgers weren't just impressive on the defensive side of the ball. They were excellent, probably better, I would argue, offensively. I'll tell you about it next. This is the Postmatch Show on the Wisconsin Badgers Volleyball Radio Network.
Timeout on the field. Let's bring in Gina Della from Pella. What's the winning game plan this month?
Wayne, a whole house of new windows for as low as $297 a month with 0% interest for up to 60 months.
Wow, that's a drive you can sustain for years. No penalties, no extra interest.
And unlike opponents, Pella Windows and Doors of Wisconsin actually stops the drafts.
Don't sit on the sidelines, folks. Make your move today at PellaWI.com.
Certain restrictions apply. It's 1130.25.
The holidays bring sparkle and light to the season. The same way Goodman's Jewelers has been bringing the sparkle with our custom pieces since 1933. Generations have relied on our trust, service, and selection. This holiday, shop local. Shop Goodman's Jewelers in the heart of Madison, touching hearts with Goodman's sparkle and light. 220 State Street. Find our extended holiday hours at goodmansjewelers.com.
The best is at Goodman's.
It takes a team to meet just about any goal, and that's as true on the football field as it is in the office. So it's good to know that you have the Gordon Flesh Company on your side. For more than 60 years, GFC has provided cutting-edge office technology for companies of all sizes, and as the nation's largest Canon dealer, GFC delivers the latest office technology, serviced, and is supported by the most experienced professionals in the industry. That's business technology managed. Visit gflesh.com to learn more.
The holidays bring sparkle and light to the season. The same way Goodman's Jewelers has been bringing the sparkle with our custom pieces since 1933. Generations have relied on our trust, service, and selection. This holiday, shop local. Shop Goodman's Jewelers in the heart of Madison, touching hearts with Goodman's sparkle and light. 220 State Street. Find our extended holiday hours at goodmansjewelers.com.
The best is at Goodman's.
On the air, on demand, on social, on Wisconsin Sports. Serving Wisconsin sports fans. This is 100.5 ESPN.
Wisconsin 3-0 winners today over the Iowa Hawkeyes on Senior Day at the UW Fieldhouse. And while they were very solid on the defensive side of the ball, limited Van Zandt only hitting 91 today. 9 kills, 6 errors on 33 attempts. They were stellar, superb, whatever adjective you want on the offensive side of the court today. Starting with Mimi Collier, let me just run you through some of these stats. She had 23 kills, no errors on 38 attempts for her best hitting percentage of the season, .605, to go along with 6 digs and 1 service ace. Grace Egan narrowly missed a double-double today. She had 12 kills, 2 errors on 18 attempts, still hit .556, and 3 service aces with 9 digs, or 1 service ace, and 9 digs. Just missed it. Carter Booth hit .583. Una Vajagic also missed a double-double by a little bit more. She had 7 kills, but 16 digs today. For the Badgers, hit .333. Charlie Furbringer hit .667. 49 assists, 10 digs as well. Everyone across the board today for Wisconsin was feeling it on the offensive side. Hot, as they successfully built off their momentum from beating the number 11 ranked team in the land, Purdue, on Wednesday. We'll hear what head coach Kelly Sheffield has to say and what his thoughts are on today's performance from his Badgers, and I'm sure he'll have some very kind words to say about the 4 seniors honored at the UW Fieldhouse. Don't go anywhere. Kelly Sheffield coming up next. This is the Badgers Volleyball Radio Network.
What's better than the sound of Wisconsin Badgers volleyball smoking their opponents? That's savoring every win with North and South Seafood and Smokehouse. As a truly American restaurant located right here in Madison, North and South specializes in authentic wood-fired barbecue and freshly prepared seafood. Enjoy any of their 3 locations, Madison, Verona, or DeForest, or serve the winning meal at home or in the office with their takeout and catering options. Explore the full menu at eatnorthandsouth.com. That's eatnorthandsouth.com.
Volleyball fans know value, and at Wisconsin Surplus Online Auction, we deliver value all over the court every single day. From trucks to trailers, antiques to assets, we can help you buy and sell your items. Plus, it's all online and hassle-free. We're family-owned, reliable, and trusted because our team at Wisconsin Surplus Online Auction is dedicated to ensuring our customers rally and win big every time. Get off the bench and set yourself up for success. Visit WisconsinSurplus.com to bid, buy, sell today. That's WisconsinSurplus.com.
Matt LePay for Steinhoffels. Steinhoffels is a proud partner of Wisconsin Athletics. Since 1934, Steinhoffels has been Wisconsin's furniture and mattress destination for quality, selection, and service. For over 90 years, Steinhoffels has helped Wisconsinites create the homes of their dreams and is 100% employee-owned. Steinhoffels has the largest selection of all the latest styles and all the best mattress brands. You'll find something for every style and every budget. Shop in-store or online at steinhoffels.com. Relax, it's Steinhoffels.
When it comes to your career, most companies want you to be interested in them. At Northwestern Mutual, their mutual interest is you. That's why they listen to your career goals, plan the steps to get there, and work side by side all along the way. To learn more about career opportunities, search for Northwestern Mutual Southern Wisconsin online or call 608-836-3080. That's 608-836-3080. The Northwestern Mutual Life Insurance Company, Milwaukee, Wisconsin.
Head coach Kelly Sheffield has said this is one of his most fun teams to coach. One of the teams he's had the most fun coaching throughout his storied career here at the University of Wisconsin. He sat down with select players to speak with the media at the Fieldhouse just a few moments ago. Let's listen in to what the coach had to say.
You know, at the end there, maybe saw a fan that just had tears going down her face there during the senior announcements, and went over there and gave her a hug. I think both of them did, right? Mm-hmm. And you know, I think you get those kinds of reactions when you are when you inspire people. And you know, that's one of the things we talked about downstairs is you get inspired by by the quality of your character and how you play the game. And I think I think people can see that this team is getting better and better every week, and how they have each other's back, and how hard they play, and how supportive they are of one another, and how I think they respect the game with how they play. The consistency of match in and match out. And I thought going into this match, these were probably two of the most improved teams in our conference from beginning of the season to the end. And I think they've got a right side that can do a lot of damage, and to hold her to only one kill is a real credit. I thought our right back defended really well, and we were setting up pretty solid blocks on her. And their other outside, I think, was very, very talented player that's gotten a lot better, and we held her to a pretty low number, and then just real consistent all the way through. I thought we passed the ball really well. Grace put up some, really got some big time kills, and then Mimi's numbers. I mean, those are video game numbers. I mean, those are things that you just don't see very, very, very much. And and then Jada was able to get in, and it just so glad that she's been a part of this team this year, both of them. How they've gone and fit in and carried on the tradition of what a Badger is supposed to be. It's something that just makes you really proud.
Kelly, you were mentioning Mimi's video game numbers. Just how do you put in perspective a performance that special?
Yeah, I mean, it's you just don't see those a lot, right? And this is, again, it's a Big Ten opponent. I mean, this isn't. She's not playing a local high school team. I was about ready to say a local high school team just randomly, but it'd probably be offensive to say that. I don't know if it's even a violation, but it just that's against a really good team, all right? And it was. Other than that short serve that she tried in the second set, after we just said don't do short serves against this team, you take that out there. I'm talking, maybe.
Okay.
If you take that out, I just thought it was as close to a brilliant match as you could have.
Mimi.
Mm-hmm.
Precisely on those numbers, the 23 kills, as far as I can tell, Dana had 17 kills without an error. And the 38 attempts, nobody's had more than 25 attempts without an error. When you hear you broke records by a lot, does that hit you like you were having that kind of a night? Did you see it, like while it's happening, your experience, that kind of a crazy day?
I mean, it's fun to see those kind of numbers, but I mean, I give all credit to, like Kelly said, we were passing really well. I think we were able to get a lot of our team involved. You know, we're starting to get our middles involved more and more. And the more that everyone else gets involved, you know, the more it opens me up and the more I'm able to be successful. You know, Charlie's just, you know, she's the best setter in the country, and she just puts up a good ball every single time, no matter where she is in the court. And just, she makes my job so easy.
And why is there not a video game for volleyball? That's one of my questions here while we're talking about this subject. If anybody's watching this that can make this happen, I think Mimi ought to be one of the faces on
like
the
Madden
cover.
something.
Yeah.
NCAA VB 25.
I like it.
Someone start that. Yeah.
I'll say, Jada, Mimi, I know there's still 2 regular season games left, and then obviously the tournament. But for y'all, I mean, when's the senior day? Is there any reflection, you know, especially with, you know, your journeys and being in different places and then coming to Madison?
Yeah, I mean, I think throughout the whole season it's been so cool to see how we've gelled together and kind of seen how we've peaked at the perfect time, right up to leading into the tournament. And looking back on my 4 years at NIU and then my very short time here, I just can't help but be thankful for everything that I've experienced throughout my entire career. And it was funny because we had one of our commits on campus today, and she was talking about how she was excited but really nervous to come in. And I was like sitting there, I'm like, well, my career's almost over. Like, this is like, I'm seeing what I used to be like, and it's just cool to see all of that. So it was a really special moment that we got to share, and I was like, you'll be okay. You'll have fun. You'll be all right. So yeah, it's super cool.
Yeah, I just think exactly the story of the woman upstairs, and, you know, if she's, again, hysterically crying for, you know, just the senior class and Wisconsin volleyball, just watching us, like, I think it just really encaptures what Wisconsin volleyball is and what it means to people. There's not a lot of programs in the country that make people feel that type of way. And just being able to be a part of this program and a part of this fan base has been nothing but incredible, and I've been so grateful for it.
Jada, what was that moment like when you come in to serve and, you know, you guys get the point there?
Yeah, something I'll never forget. It was insane. First, when I got to put the bro jersey on and start, that was a cool thing, so let's just not skip over that. So that was super cool. I kind of blacked out, I'm not going to lie, what I did. I think I smiled and waved pretty good, I think. So that was fun, but when I got put in to serve and I just, like, heard everybody cheering, it's just something that, again, I will never forget. It was the coolest thing ever.
So, Kelly, for you, just honoring even just the Iowa seniors, have you done that every year you've been coaching? And if so, or, you know, like, when did you start it, and just what kind of was the impetus for it?
I don't know. I think that's turned into a common practice in our conference, and those 3 seniors. I mean, that's wow. You know, the setter who's from here is, you know, it's this was her first time playing in the field house, and because I think she got hurt early on last year. But you have to game plan for her more than any other setter in the conference. It's just her talent level and how she can just kind of wreak havoc, not just on her attacking, but how she gets blockers to be jumpy, is a real difference maker. I told her afterwards she's going to have a really long pro career if she chooses to do that. The libero that is over there, I think one of the best passing bros in our league, and it just had a really good season. And the outside is going to be able to have a nice long pro career if she wants to as well, because she's athletically is talented, and when she gets on the ball, hits about as well as anybody in our conference. Those are 3 really impactful seniors that left there, and that's 7 out there today.
Kelly, as much as Mimi's numbers obviously kind of steal the show, obviously really good showing from Grace, really good showing from Carter. Kind of what stood out about what they did offensively tonight?
I think Carter got that last kill, right, which was kind of a little bit fitting. Somebody that's been here for 3 years. And, Grace got on some balls. And one thing I kind of liked a little bit about her game is that there was she was being smart. And so when she could see the floor, she was going out to the floor. But there was a couple of these that she took a little bit off of it. I think there was a kind of a chop shot right down the line from the right side. That was really a big time swing for her. She got a kill out of that. That's not something, I know her and Brittany have been working on that, and I'm sure that felt good. On that particular case, that would have been a ball that she would have aired probably earlier in the season. She rocketed some go sets over there. It was. Her block got a lot better as the match went on. She kind of settled in and just a really, really solid match for her. She's such an important player for us with all the different ways that she impacts a game. Carter is she's just playing at another level. The last month or so, she's playing her best ball of her career, and she's doing it consistently.
Any last questions?
Maybe you had 23 of them to choose from, but was there a favorite kill from tonight?
I think there was a rip in I want to say maybe the first or the second.
Yeah.
Was it the first set? Yeah. I
Yeah,
don't know. We've been working,
man.
throwing the rips in there. So when I can really get on it in that sharp, that's always fun. So maybe that one. Yep.
Yeah, that was a
good one.
That was a bomb.
Thanks, Coach.
Thank you.
Stay fierce, everybody.
Oh, hello.
That was Wisconsin Badgers volleyball head coach and Kelly Sheffield and select players. You can tell how much he loves his team. It's just really cool to see. Badgers certainly playing their best ball right now. And someone get on that NCAA Volleyball 25 video game. We got to make that happen. That would be awesome. Me and our executive producer, Hunter Vaughn, were talking about that in the break. We're going to make it work somehow, some way. It's going to happen. Going to play as the Badgers, have a dynasty, and it will be awesome. Bring them to another national championship, just virtually. Badgers searching for another real national championship coming up in just a few weeks. Great time to be healthy. Great time to be playing their best volleyball. Coming up next, we have the Steinhafels Ace Tracker and a look around the Big Ten as we almost wrap things up on this post-match show. This is the Wisconsin Badgers Volleyball Radio Network.
ESPN Madison is your home for Wisconsin Badgers volleyball.
Back to the Badgers, right side. There's Alicia Andrew finishing the first set on the slide.
From early season showdowns to a run for the national title. Hear every match this season on 100.5 ESPN and the ESPN Wisconsin app.
Left side, Collier, a no-doubter. She gets another one.
Wisconsin Badgers volleyball on ESPN Madison is presented by Steinhafels and Pella Windows and Doors of Wisconsin. Also brought to you by Love Madison and Smith Roofing.
Matt LePay for Steinhafels. Steinhafels is a proud partner of Wisconsin Athletics. Since 1934, Steinhafels has been Wisconsin's furniture and mattress destination for quality, selection, and service. For over 90 years, Steinhafels has helped Wisconsinites create the homes of their dreams and is 100% employee-owned. Steinhafels has the largest selection of all the latest styles and all the best mattress brands. You'll find something for every style and every budget. Shop in-store or online at steinhafels.com. Relax, it's Steinhafels.
Pro Volleyball is back in Madison. The 2026 Love Madison schedule is here. Setter of the Year Lauren Carlini and hometown favorite Claire Chaussee return to the court, ready to lead a powerhouse lineup of world-class talent. Get ready for non-stop action. Every serve, every volley, and every win, right here in Madison. Don't miss your chance to be a part of the unforgettable moments all season long. Visit lovb.com to check out the full schedule and secure your seats today. Volleyball is the next major league.
Time out on the field. Let's bring in Gina Della from Pella. What's the winning game plan this month?
Wayne, a whole house of new windows for as low as $297 a month with 0% interest for up to 60 months.
Wow, that's a drive you can sustain for years. No penalties, no extra interest.
And unlike opponents, Pella Windows and Doors of Wisconsin actually stops the drafts.
Don't sit on the sidelines, folks. Make your move today at PellaWI.com.
Service restrictions apply. It's 130.25.
On the air, on demand, on social, on Wisconsin Sports. Serving Wisconsin sports fans. This is 100.5 ESPN.
A Bucky beatdown at the field house today as the Badgers get the senior day sweep over the Iowa Hawkeyes. Now let's take a look at our Steinhafels ace tracker. Relax, it's Steinhafels. 3 service aces for the Badgers today. 1 by Grace Egan, 1 by Addie Horner, and 1 by Kristen Simon. Doesn't change up our season leaderboard all that much as Grace Egan still leads the team with 22. Natalie Wardlow remains in second with 19. However, now Mimi Collier and Addie Horner are tied for third with 18 each, and the team total is bumped up to 127. That is your Steinhafels ace tracker. Relax, it's Steinhafels. And now let's take a look around the Big Ten as some other matches going on earlier today. A sweep in College Station as Penn State defeats Maryland 3-0. 24th ranked Nittany Lions handling business against the Terps. Ohio State, they've been struggling this year, but they get a 3-1 victory over the Michigan State Spartans. And, of course, Wisconsin beats Iowa 3-0. Coming up later at 5:30 p.m., number 11 Purdue looks to bounce back after their loss to the Badgers against Northwestern, the Wildcats. And number 19 Minnesota heads out to Piscataway to take on the Rutgers Scarlet Knights. In the top 25, easy breezy for most of the top contenders. Number 2 Kentucky, no problems in Lexington, 3-0 win over Auburn. Number 4, Pittsburgh gets the sweep over Boston College. Number 7, Louisville goes on the road to defeat Clemson 3-0. Another sweep for SMU in the ACC. They beat Syracuse 3-0. Wisconsin obviously beating Iowa yet again. And the only ranked match of the day, number 14 Miami hosting number 15 North Carolina, and the Hurricanes making short order of the Tar Heels. Another sweep in the top 25. And of course, as we have already addressed, Penn State beating Maryland 3-0. That was your look around the Big Ten and the greater world of college volleyball. We wrap things up next on the post-match show. Wisconsin defeats Iowa today on Senior Day. You love to see it. This is the Wisconsin Badgers Volleyball Radio Network.
When it comes to your career, most companies want you to be interested in them. At Northwestern Mutual, their mutual interest is you. That's why they listen to your career goals, plan the steps to get there, and work side by side all along the way. To learn more about career opportunities, search for Northwestern Mutual Southern Wisconsin online or call 608-836-3080. That's 608-836-3080. The Northwestern Mutual Life Insurance Company, Milwaukee, Wisconsin.
'Tis the season to be planning your holiday events. Whether it's a party for 10 or 10,000, Celebrations has the sound, video, lighting, special effects, and custom-themed decor to make it the best party ever. Hi, it's Jeffrey from Celebrations Entertainment. With us on your team, your holiday or New Year's party will be easy to plan and super fun to attend. DJs, casino games, lighting, and photo booths are just the beginning at celebrationsentertainment.com. That's celebrationsentertainment.com.
The holidays bring sparkle and light to the season. The same way Goodman's Jewelers has been bringing the sparkle with our custom pieces since 1933. Generations have relied on our trust, service, and selection. This holiday, shop local. Shop Goodman's Jewelers in the heart of Madison, touching hearts with Goodman's sparkle and light. 220 State Street. Find our extended holiday hours at goodmansjewelers.com.
The best is at Goodman's.
It takes a team to meet just about any goal, and that's as true on the football field as it is in the office. So it's good to know that you have the Gordon Flesch Company on your side. For more than 60 years, GFC has provided cutting-edge office technology for companies of all sizes, and as the nation's largest Canon dealer, GFC delivers the latest office technology, service, and is supported by the most experienced professionals in the industry. That's business technology managed. Visit gflesh.com to learn more.
You're listening to Wisconsin Badgers Volleyball on 100.5 ESPN and the ESPN Wisconsin app. Brought to you by North and South Seafood and Smokehouse.
How sweep it is for the Wisconsin Badgers as they take care of business on Senior Day at the Fieldhouse against Iowa, winning 3-0. The 10th-ranked Badgers now move to 22-4 on the season. 15-3 in Big Ten Conference play. 25-17 in set 1, 25-15 in set 2, and 25-19 in set number 3. Mimi Collier led the way for the Badgers today with 23 kills, no errors, and hitting a season-best 605. She also passed Dana Retke for 4th all-time for the Badgers in single-season kills. Great work all around by Kelly Sheffield's squad today. Their next match is Northwestern on Wednesday. First serve is scheduled for 7 p.m., so pre-match coverage will begin with Jesse Nelson starting at 6:30. We look forward to talking to you then. For the voice of Wisconsin Badgers volleyball, John Arias, the Hall of Famer Pete Waite, our executive producer Hunter Vaughn, thanks for hanging out with us today. The 10th-ranked Badgers get the sweep on Senior Day over the Iowa Hawkeyes. God bless and have a happy Sunday, folks. Green Bay game night with Homer and Tausch and Gary Ellerson is coming up next. This has been a presentation of the Wisconsin Badgers Volleyball Radio Network.